invisibility.
For some reason, it can see into the ethereal plane as well.
So
Yes.
I need to turn you down now. You're
Okay,
too loud.
we are
What?
live.
There we go.
Finish up the
Perfect.
video and
Hello,
I'll
everybody,
usually
and
recap.
welcome to our little D&D 5e game of Papihos. My name
Little.
is Jacob, and I am the DM for this game, and I am joined by four amazing players. Helminia playing Rem, a gnome cleric. James playing Zex, a tiefling bard. Suzanne playing Suna, a human sorcerer and fighter. And Alpha, who is playing Gilgamesh, our dragonborn barbarian. We've took a small break for Thanksgiving because, you know, we're people.
Wow, weird.
Wild, I know, but we're jumping back into it. We're getting things done, and for that, I believe we will need to have a bit of a recap, even more than usual, just to get everyone on the same page. So, let's get straight into it. Where we last left off in our world of Papihos, the four of you had moved and assaulted the castle of Foremount, holding the tyrant Lord Tiber and his remaining barons, as you all later discovered. Rem and Gil electing to fall back and recover. Zex and Suna teleported in where Zex had previously stayed in the actual castle. Hiding after getting in a hard encounter with animated armor within the halls of the castle, Zex and Suna, inside of Zex's tiny hut, bedded down for the night and reconvened after fighting with both the ambassador and the groundskeeper in the morning, leaving the ambassador lying on the ground in a secret, or not really secret, but a hallway that they had found. They went back to the beginning of the castle and had found several residents of the resistance hung from the overarch of the main door of Foremount Castle. Gilgamesh identified one of them as being the man who was smuggling in the older acolytes of the Bird Keeper who they had rescued in a previous session. Moving further in and finding that the hallway that held the ambassador's body was now empty, they made their way up a staircase that they found, electing to go to the top of Foremount Castle instead of down below where they had seen one of them go. Moving upwards, they found a room that may have been Tiber's sitting room, empty and devoid of anyone. Eventually, through searching the room, they found a hidden ladder and trapdoor that led one more level up, where they found a lab filled with books and vials full of a interesting concoction of respectively blue and green liquid, and a seemingly dead man chained to a table. Looking throughout the room, eventually someone or something they could not see went into the room and fed the green concoction to the seemingly dead body on the table, where they came alive and began to try and plead with the adventurers. Rem, immediately sensing that they were undead, let loose on the figure, and the figure demonstrated extreme strength by breaking the chains off of the table and lunging at both Zex and Rem. A battle ensued, where they took heavy damage but managed to dispatch the creature. Lying dead on the table around Suna, Zex, Gilgamesh respectively, with Rem guarding the trapdoor, a shatter sent out by Suna managed to break a hidden mirror, where 6 bodies, tied and bound, fell out onto the floor. As all of you look around this place, seeing what there is to see, What would you like to do?
Looking for royal.
I would like to search the room for any notes
All right.
or, just general like books or whatever on the Unchanged or the Undead.
Okay. As you begin to look around the room, please make an investigation check.
Of course.
Eventually, as things happen, Rem's spiritual weapon move away. And how long does the summoned guardian last?
Concentration based 1 hour.
1 hour, so it's still there.
15 on the investigation.
Okay. As you begin poking and prodding throughout the room, you find several books, some of them blown apart by the shatter cast by Suna, some more intact, but they are different leather-bound tomes, and as Zex kind of unwraps and looks through them, they're detailing a kind of kind of lab notes marked and said to be owned by Tulum, claiming ownership of this. It was an extended note procedure approved by Tiber of him working on an individual he refers to as the Unchanged. Remarkably, the notes begin as a man watching a man slowly lose his mind. Someone who has been shown food and shows an exceptional bloodlust towards other people, and even has flesh dangled in front of him for days on end, but never allowed a single drop of food nor water. As his bones begin to become more brittle sounding, and his flesh moved and tightened against his body and his frame, he seemed to only become quicker and stronger as more serums and potions were injected into him, and eventually needed to be sedated every 2 weeks in order to not break from his bonds. They eventually started testing different things on him, noting that several actions were less effective than others, and as he began to gain more and more, the standard practices of trying to draw moisture and blood from his body no longer worked, and he began spraying blood and viscera from his actual form, coating those unlucky enough to be in the way with toxins that clung to their body for a while and seeped into the pores. It eventually ends with an excerpt from Tulum remarking, "This is a lost cause. We must keep them chained and bound, or else it will be a problem for us all." That's what you find.
Is there anything in there on like the motivations on why they were experimenting on this?
Tulum referred to this individual as his newest toy. Other than that, not really.
Okay.
Can I hop down the hole
Sure.
and see if that the door had been like fucked with at all?
Okay. You drop down through the hole. It lands on a couch, so you don't have to worry about actually taking damage from it. As you land on it, you can see the room looks exactly how you all left it when you went upwards. The door not disturbed, the rug right where you had left it unchanged, and no evidence that anyone had been in there after you all.
I don't love it, you know?
Anyone else?
Can I try to perceive anybody else in the room?
Sure, make a perception check.
Dirty 20.
As you kind of look around looking for disturbed corners, kicked up dust and dirt, imprints, even the slight shimmer of a form, you don't see anything, and you're sure that no one was here.
Oh, then I got a lot better than
All right. Hey, Ram.
Before he starts speaking to me, I did want to do some things.
Sure.
Okay.
Are all these bodies, like, are these people all dead?
Make a medicine check.
I don't even have any dice out.
Don't make me roll and just give you a number to add your medicine to.
You know, fuck it, go ahead.
All right. What color? I got purple, red, blue, more
You got
blue.
that metal set?
Do I have the metal set next to me? I do not.
Oh, I'll take a blue while I get my dice out.
Okay. The blue. 6.
It becomes an 11.
Okay. As you check over them, they are all unconscious and all breathing.
I love that they're okay, but it's also a huge fucking inconvenience because how the fuck am I gonna move these people?
Having it.
What,
But
what
you're
do
not
they look like?
good.
Like, do these look like resistance members, or what do these people look like?
So, 3 of them, women, as you look over, one of them looks slightly of elvish descent, the other 2 human, seem to be wearing almost like a servant-esque clothing, very fine but simple clothes. 2 of them look very muscular but wearing more ragged clothing. You can see their skin tanned and muscles toned from years of hard work. And one of them looks to be wearing the padding that you wear underneath armor in order to prevent scraping or problems. And he looks a little portly, actually. He has a bit of a stomach.
Okay. I'm ready for that Zex interaction now.
Well, the whole Zex interaction was going to be asking you if you wanted to check them out, and you kind of did that.
All right then. So I've checked all these people out. They look like they work here. Are they unconscious because of like exhaustion, or are they just kind of like are they drugged? What's the nature of this here?
You don't see any like bumps on their head, things that indicate that they were struck. They are all unconscious. You feel like falling onto the floor. For a normal person, if they were just asleep, would have woken them up. Being thrown out of a space onto the ground might have woken someone up if they were just simply sleeping. But you're not sure if it was drugged, if it was magical in nature, but they are unconscious. And they are all bound, both their legs bound together and their hands bound together.
Can I attempt to wake one of them up?
Sure. Who do you want to try to wake up?
Start with the portly man with like the under armor.
Okay. As you kind of move forward and just kind of work on waking him. You watch as his eyes kind of like flutter open, kind of glassy, and then as they kind of sharpen and clarify, he immediately, like, the ropes immediately come taut as he tries to pull away from you, his hands and feet bound, his mouth gagged as he tries to move and squirm away from you.
I'll say to him, I mean you no harm. Quit squirming so I can take your gag off.
Make a persuasion check.
I think I actually have like a hearty bonus to persuasion as well. Sorry, my desk is kind of
You're good.
cluttered today. That's not good. 9 total.
9. He doesn't seem to believe you as he's just moving and thrashing, trying to get away from you. He seems scared.
Do I notice this?
Yeah, it's pretty obvious.
Can I go and do my best to hold him still?
Sure. Make an athletics check.
I cannot hold shit for dick. I got a 5.
5. It's
A natural 1, by the way.
Oh, okay. Hugh did not fare much better. He got a 7, but he still manages to thrash out of you. With another effort, basically, you're able to hold him down now, I'm pretty sure. Roll me one more time.
I suck at this. I got a 9.
That still beats him.
Oh, wow,
As
okay.
Gil pins him to the ground.
I'm gonna approach him and tell him I'm taking your gag off. Do not bite me.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take his gag off.
You pull the gag off. It goes around his neck. Please don't kill me. I've done nothing. He's just still struggling, trying to get out of Alpha's grip, or Gilgamesh's grip. Oops.
Well, this is dependent on some things here. Would you mind telling me a bit about yourself? Who you are? Why do you think you're here? Fill me in on what you remember.
I'm Ponto, the chief captain of the guards. I didn't mean to be dishonorable to Tiber. I didn't. I promise. I just went somewhere I wasn't supposed. I promise I won't do it again. She's still trying to wiggle out.
Sir, I don't work for Tiber. You don't have to be so jittery. You're fine.
You want me to cuff him?
Nah, he's already tied up. He's shaking to shit. He has no weapons. This man couldn't do anything, even if he wanted to. I just want to ask him a few more questions. Do you know these folks around you?
Kind of looks. 3 women are servers. They work in the kitchens.
All right. Let me ask you a very important question. How good is your allegiance to Tiber here? Would you put your life down for this man?
I was in charge of his guards. I managed the Foremount Guard. I was his man. I just looked somewhere I wasn't supposed to, honest. I made a mistake. Now I'm here. I don't know where, but I didn't mean it.
That doesn't answer my question about how you feel about him.
I don't know.
Okay, calm down. Take a moment. Let's do some deep breaths, okay? Let's take a moment to compose ourselves. You are safe here. It is going to be okay in some way, shape, or form. So take a moment, compose yourself. Gil, you can let him up, let him sit up, let him orient himself in a comfortable position.
I'll loosen my grip a little bit and let him.
Okay.
Just give him a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah, his chest and stomach just rise and fall rapidly.
I'm gonna give him a bit of water from my water skin. I'm gonna tell him, like, here's some water. Compose yourself, sir, please, because it stresses me out when you stutter.
He drinks from it happily and quickly. and water running down his chin.
Are we feeling better?
I'm just so confused, sir.
Perfectly reasonable. Let me fill you in. We are in what appears to be a secret laboratory in Tiber as punishment for wherever you went or saw was going to have you used for experimentation purposes. This isn't the case anymore. And what I'm really trying to gauge here is if I want to leave you in this castle for whatever may happen, or if I'm going to let you go. So, I'll ask once more. If I let you go, are you going to side with Tiber or me? Simple question. No pressure. If you're okay with being with Tiber, I really am just going to leave you here. And don't try to lie to me. I don't appreciate it.
Look, being honest as I can, I just want to get out of the castle now. I don't want to be here. I fear Tiber's not the forgiving type anymore.
Was he ever?
I don't. Probably not. I never made a mistake before. I didn't mean to make a mistake.
So you've been with the guard all this time. You've just been doing things. You've just been, holding down the people, full unabashed allegiance. Just doing the business. No problems. You felt what he did was right?
I manage the guards, sir. I do the roster, I keep the paperwork, I keep the barracks running. I want to keep our guards strong, sir.
And did you know that the guards were killing citizens that didn't agree with Tiber? And, as we're leaving, because what you're telling me, it appears that, you're no harm to me. You can't do anything. There are 3 people strung up outside. And I just want to know how you feel about that situation.
We were never stringing people up before.
But you were killing people that didn't agree. Or you were managing the guard that was killing people that didn't agree with what Tiber was doing.
And people who were dangerous, imprisoning them.
How are they dangerous?
Fighting structures, killing guards.
Do you know why they were doing that?
General...
Because they weren't being fed. Because their families were disappearing. Because Tiber was running an oppressive and sadistic regime. But I'm not going to unload all this on you. You mean no harm to me.
I'm just trying to leave, sir. Honest.
Alright. Okay, wait here. We're gonna... I don't intend to stay in this building. What do you guys think? I think we should come back again tomorrow.
It's not the most pleasant of places, I will admit.
We're hurt pretty bad. Some more than others. I say we fuck off and deal with this tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
Or that's how I feel about it. Or do you intend to stay here for another evening?
I do intend to stay here for another evening. Also, while Rem was talking to this guy, I would like to cast Prestidigitation on the Unchanged Inferno's body.
Okay. Small flames begin licking the side, and it catches on the only piece of clothing he really has on him, covering his midsection.
His napkin.
And yeah, his napkin. As it slowly begins burning the body, the smell begins to reach everyone.
Couldn't have waited for that.
Nope, had to happen now. Not chancing it.
Okay. Give me one moment. I'm still taking So I've been really behind on my notes for some reason. I haven't been taking them. So what's gonna happen here is this man's fine. I'm gonna just like gently pat him, like, you're gonna be fine. But try not to make him any trouble for me, okay?
I'll do my absolute best, sir. Honest.
And just as a precaution, if, say, you perhaps do cause us a bit more trouble, I don't know about my acquaintance here, but I will not be so forgiving.
Honest, sir, I just want to get out of the castle as soon as possible. I just need to get away. It's do me no good here. Honest.
I just want to roll one insight check.
Sure, make an insight check.
Just one. I just make sure.
Sure.
Because if this man is lying, he will no longer have a head. That's a 16. Is this man lying?
As you look at him, you can ascertain this is the face of a very, very scared, feeling like he's out of his league man. He is terrified to find himself in the situation he is in, and his thoughts seem to be running on a one track to get him out and as far away from the castle as possible.
Okay, I'll look to Rem and ask, what do you want me to do with him?
I'm on the side for now. I want to speak with everyone else before we move. Some people are making their way out of this castle. Some people I'm leaving here. I don't like troublemakers. We don't like children who don't play nice.
Well, if you're gonna do that, can I see that gem you got so I can figure out if it's magical or not and what it does if it is?
Yeah. And I'm gonna toss him the gem. Try not to cut it in half.
Large.
I make no promises, but I'll do my best.
Large, approximately like the size of a good sized skipping rock. This green gem that Rem takes out and then tosses to Zex.
One could consider legally a large bit.
Okay, so while Rem does that, and I'm gonna take time and just ritual cast identify on all 4 of the different vials that I got out of that drawer and the emerald.
Okay, so it's
So,
10 minutes
15
each
minutes.
one. So they will have approximately 10 minutes before I give you any information to do what they want to do. And you tell me what you're identifying first.
I'll start with the gem.
Okay. This is Rem Gilgamesh Suna, as Zex just kind of sits down next to this table and begins casting.
Wait. We can't be here for 50 minutes. I only have the angel for an hour. I wanted to use the angel as our protection to get out of here. I don't want to sit here for 50 minutes. Wait a second. I don't know if we could sit here the whole duration. We can, like, for the next 20 minutes, but I don't want to sit in this room for the full, 50 minutes, you know? Or at least I don't intend to.
I was gonna say I'm planning on staying here.
Well, then you're good to go, but I'm leaving in 20 minutes.
Okay, just let me know before you go then.
So do you want me to speak with these people first, or do you want to do your thing with him? How do you want to do this?
You asking me?
I'm asking JC how he wants to do this.
Oh, okay. I was like, what do you what?
It's your
How does he wanna
decision.
run this interaction.
You do whatever you want to do.
Well, I'm gonna start with who else is here?
So there are the 3 women dressed in plain but elegant serving clothes, and then the 2 seemingly farmer-looking individuals.
Wait, how does the guy we just talked to, how does he look like?
He's a portly man of an older human age, seemingly later 40s. Portly, sorry, and just in padded clothes, like the kind of padding that someone that wears armor would be wearing.
Can you tell me
And
this
so-
man's name again? Was it Porto?
Pato.
Pato. Otto with a P?
Yes.
And so comparatively, how old would I guess the farmers are?
Farmers look like they're in like their 20s-esque, so like 27 to like 30 something. They're young by
Okay.
comparison.
I'll kind of throw this man aside and look to Rem to see what we're doing next.
Pick the one we're waking up next.
I'll pick up one of the farmers, I guess, and kind of do what I did before.
Okay. You
Dude.
rustle one of them awake and... Oh, what's that smell?
Don't think about that too hard. Have some water. How much water do I have in my water skin? Do I got enough water for all these people?
If you ration it out, the other guy drank a lot if you let him, but you can ration it.
I gave him like 2-3 good drinks.
Okay.
So once this guy's starting to stir, I'm gonna give him a bit of water. I'm gonna pour it in his mouth.
He accepts it.
Give him like 2 mouthfuls.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
All right. What's your name, kid?
Pete.
All right, Pete. How you got it? How? What did you do to get here? What'd you fuck up?
I was... Kind of looks at the other guy. Me and my brother were trying to work our way up in the fields. We had... someone came through and we took a bit of a trip out in the forest to hunt instead of working the fields for a bit. I don't know what overtook us to do it, but we hit some clarity out in the fields, or for the fields, sorry, and figured we'd do a better job than the foreman was doing. Hit some people some better, any sort of wages beyond rations. We went back in, said what we were trying to do. We were upfront, we were honest about it. Went back to our place. I never woke up. Woke up here.
Okay, so you were abducted and you're in the Tiber's castle, and they were going to use you for medicine experiments, but that's not the case anymore. So just to be sure, how do you feel about Tiber? And if I let you go, are you going to become an issue for me?
No issue. Sorry, I'm just still a bit confused.
Take your time.
Experiment? We didn't do anything wrong.
Tiber assumed that you did, or felt that you did, and felt that you were to be punished.
We did nothing.
Anyone that stands against the regime is punished. Good effort, though. Asking for wages. I'm assuming that's your brother over there?
Yeah,
What's his name?
Joel.
Is he gonna be as cooperative as you are?
Oh, I can make him.
Sounds good to me. All right. Gil can let him go. He can sit up, move around. We're gonna move over to the brother.
Yeah, I'll let him go. Move over to the brother.
Okay. Waking Joel up, you'll, just for the sake of people with the same kind of story, he does give the same story. Pretty much the same, except his name instead of Pete's.
Perfect. Was he as cooperative, or did he fucking kick and do all that bullshit?
He's a bit more of a... He's a little bit less soft-spoken than Pete was. And he's a little bit more aggressive on the outset of being like, where am I? I don't deserve to be. This is bullshit. And just like that sort of thing. But calming him down, explaining the situation, and looking over at Pete, who's awake, he mellows out.
All right, then. Let's move on to some of these servers.
Okay.
Are they going to give me a similar story, or we'll do the first one and see how we feel?
Yeah.
I bet they're fucking sister wives or some shit like that.
Looking through these 3 servers, what they were doing is basically, 2 of them have no idea what they did wrong. One of them was trying to basically be friends with Rachel.
What's this one's name?
Selena.
I'm gonna ask in my ring. Mordak, ask Rachel if she knows a woman named Selena.
Okay. Of course. Like, couple seconds pass by. Rachel recalls a young woman named Selena. She said she talked with her for a while, like 2 weeks ago, and 2 months ago. 2 months, really. 2 months ago, and then disappeared. She never asked.
So the issue is here. I have 6 people that
Oh.
were going to be used for experimentations. 3 servers, 2 farmers, and a man that was the captain of the guard. And I'm taking them out of the castle. I'm not bringing them to where we're going to be, but like, what do you think I should do? Should I just like let them out in the world, lost in the sauce, or like how willing are you to bring these people here? Because I don't want trouble. I don't want to jeopardize the base or anything. We told him that we saw people that were strung up, right? Like we explained that.
No.
Okay,
Didn't I? I said it in the ring. Mordak would have heard.
That's fair. So let's say he knows the brief, like the gist of there are people there. People
Yeah,
who you
so-
assume are assistants.
Yeah. So what are you? Getting more fucking civilians involved is so annoying. So what do you want us to do with these people?
It
Cut them
is-
loose? I'm cutting them loose no matter what. But do you want me to bring anyone back?
It is dangerous. We're on a ticking time, like we are on a ticking clock now. We are running out of time. We have to do something. Bringing more people back, the more feet that enter the safe house, the more jeopardized it is, and the more chance we'll have another night attack.
Oh yeah, another Baron was killed while we were here.
Wonderful.
There's
Who?
one left. The
The ambassador. We don't know if she's actually dead though. Forgot to burn the body, and it was gone when we came back around.
Right. Oof. Fair enough. I would. I do not want to say it, but I'm going to have to say it. I do not advise you
I'm
to
gonna
bring
cut
anyone
them loose
back.
and leave them in the sauce. Like I'm just gonna. I don't know. Maybe I'll send them to the blacksmith's house to hide and just hope it goes well. Or maybe I'll have them leave town. I don't know. I don't want to get mixed into the shit. But I couldn't leave them here.
May the gods have mercy on them.
Okay, and that's all I wanted to ask. We'll be heading back in a bit. We're kind of banged up. I want to rest, and then we're gonna come back again tomorrow. I know we're running out of time, but there are limits.
I do not wish to push you in any way. I just am simply stating what I know.
Alright. Well, maybe we can. I don't know. Maybe we'll go to the cart tonight. Maybe we'll sleep out there. Just to not bring anything back to the safe house. But I also want to be there. I don't know. Anyway, now that we have everybody awake, I'm gonna look at them all. Now they're all sitting up. I gave them water. They're stressed as shit. I'm gonna say, okay, here's the plan. Everybody listening?
You get a mumbled chorus of yeses and yeah, of course. And
I'm gonna untie your legs. You're gonna walk with me out the door. We're gonna hope this goes well. Once we're outside, I am no longer responsible for you. You go where you go, you leave town, you do what you do. I'm not responsible for you or your safety past that point. Unfortunately, I have a lot going on. I'm usually a lot more accommodating when it comes to things like this, but as the time states, for lack of a better term, I have bigger fish to fry. Sound good, everyone?
you see some nodding and grunting and affirmation.
So, before we do that, I want everyone to know, do not get out of line. That's it. That's all you need to know. I want this to go smoothly, okay?
More nods.
All right, everyone.
Zex?
I'm gonna go and start cutting their legs loose.
Yeah.
As you do that, Zex, you finish the identification on the first thing, the gem. You know this is a cursed item.
It's good to know. That's good information.
This is
I appreciate that information.
The gem of engorgement. Upon focusing on the gem, past just simple touch, it compels you to eat it. Upon eating the gem, you gain the effects of a healing ward, which is when you drop to 0 hit points, instead of going down, you immediately regain 70. However, the gem also saps life from its user, and the user cannot breathe while having eaten the gem.
Okay, so give me just a second to get that all written down. And then I'll read it back, make sure it's all correct.
If we ground it up, would the effect still work?
You're not sure. This is the information you have of what the gem does.
I mean, he's not. Are you conveying this to us, or are you just keeping this to yourself?
It's engulfed in
Spitballing out of
writing.
character, we could crush it up and use it as pre-workout. Take a tablespoon before fights and shit like that.
Interesting.
Creatine gem.
Except for then we can't breathe. You see
The
the
reason
issue
we
here?
can't breathe is because it's stuck in our throat. I'm assuming that's the condition of why we can't breathe, right? Because it's...
It doesn't say. That is not the
mean-
information that Zex gets. You look at it, and it is definitely too big for most people to swallow.
Who's most people? Who's not included in most people?
Probably
Listen-
man that's lizard, yeah?
How big is my throat, Jason?
Your throat's big, but this is a large, skipping rock size. It's a pretty good chance that it'll get caught. I'm talking if theoretically, a larger creature like a giant ate it, it wouldn't get caught in their throat. But you wouldn't know if it's a further effect that causes you to not be able to breathe.
Okay, so let me make sure I got this right. So it's the Gem of Engorgement, cursed. It compels anyone who focuses on it to eat it, gives the effect of a healing ward, and grants 70 health. But while it is consumed, the person breathes. Does that sound right?
Yes. When the person hits 0, if they have consumed the gem, instead of dropping to 0, they get an instant heal, which is 70 health.
This could be interesting. This could be a very interesting experience because the issue that arises is that, you know, if it's not an issue, like if it's an issue of you only physically choking, I mean, I don't think it's an issue of you just physically choking, because it says it literally gives you the thing of you cannot breathe. I'm gonna assume that it's an actual magical effect that prevents you from breathing, because it, like, choking isn't something that you would put in the description of it, you know? Like it does look big enough to choke you. That's not something that you would actually have to magically, like, deem. So yeah, have fun, homie. I don't want that shit.
Well, I have it written down. It's going in the bag.
All right.
Does it give the bag 70 HP?
Your bag's alive.
It would take me about 20 minutes to deal with all this, so he could do the next item if you wanted to do that now, and then we'll start moving again.
Okay. What do you want to focus on next? Take your choice. Pick your poison. You've got a clear red, a black, and a purple.
Right, and I have those written down. Let's
You get one.
Let's go purple.
Purple. As you cast Identify, it's not magical.
It's not?
It's not magical. Simply a purple vial of liquid. But the liquid is not magic.
Wasn't that interesting? Probably poison. Okay. Sounds good, I guess.
Is it... Was this item created by a spell or anything like that?
It is not.
So this is straight science then.
This is straight science.
Okay, yeah. Identify wouldn't work. Okay. So, after that 10 minutes, which is waste, I'm gonna gather everybody up. I'm gonna have after cutting everyone's legs loose, I'm gonna have them all get up and... Oh my god. Oh, okay. So what's gonna happen is they're gonna have to jump down the hole on the couch because these people can't climb, and I'm not cutting arms. The hole, the convenient fun hole. This was a great idea.
Wait, sorry, hold on, the what?
The convenient fun hole. The hole in the floor that they are going to jump down onto that couch because they can't climb down the ladder.
That's, I think we need to think of a new name before they start using that. Because the sentence of, yes, we are going to have them use the convenient fun hole is...
Concerning?
Yes. No, go
be
ahead.
fine.
Go ahead. They can conveniently use the fun hole.
So
All right.
I'm gonna look down the hole and see, is the couch lined up perfectly with the hole?
It's not lined up perfectly. It might have been when Suna hit it, it kind of moved a bit. But there is a couch under there.
Do you want me to push it better into place?
Line it up.
Okay.
Alright, I'll line the hell out of that couch.
All right. Just like... grinding
The
motion.
name of this episode, I'm worried.
I'm worried.
I'm afraid.
Oh, I just
Guess I
realized
finally
too.
noticed that I started naming episodes.
I've known for a
Ooh.
while, and I'll see them here and there, but this one's ominous. All right,
Yeah.
who's jumping down first?
Kind of look at each
I'm just
other.
gonna I'm gonna just look at the group and say, if none of you decide, I'll start to decide for you.
Joel steps forward with a second farmer. Fine. As he hits the couch, kind of rolls over on the side, lands on the floor, pushes himself up.
Comfortable?
No, but it'll work. Landed on my side. And one by one, first Pete, Selena, then the other two servants until only Pato is left. Kind of looks over.
I could have flew these people down. I didn't feel like it. This was a better idea.
It's fun.
Out of character, I'm telling you guys, I could have flew these people down. I didn't feel like it.
No, dude, this is the fun way. Don't worry about it.
Hey, they'll be fine.
This is kind of looking over at this hole and then back to you guys. Like, oh, I don't know about this.
Can I have the angel like pick him up by his arms and like float him down?
Sure. Just,
Yeah.
oh! Just
Oh, this
has-
would be weird to be touched by this thing. It's like half spectral. It's
Yeah.
gross.
This is kind of like lowers him down. He's just his feet kind of kicking freely, and it lowers him down. And
Next, we're leaving. He's gonna respond that yeah, blah blah blah, and then we're gonna start leaving. I'm gonna jump down the hole on the couch just to see how it feels.
okay.
You lose 10 HP. I black out on the couch.
Just make
Wake
me
up in a cold sweat.
just make me a general acrobatics check.
My brain, it's not working.
Acrobatics.
13.
13. Yeah, you just land in it. It kind of pops you into it, and then it kind of, the soft cushion of it takes the weight of you and your armor and then pops you back up as you kind of land a little bit off balance, but quickly regain it, and you're on your feet.
Looking at this couch, do I think it could
Break.
yeah, and like if it will like just crumble under my weight?
Maybe?
Nah, let's try it. I'll make mine. I'll go
Sure.
down as well.
Make an acrobatics check.
Oh, that's really good. That's an 18.
18. As you go down, you hear a slight like breaking sound, but you pop back up and you look back. The couch is still there, still looks fine.
But I heard a slight crack.
Yeah, you heard like that cracking sound. Like when you sit down on like a nice chair and you hear that sound, and then you immediately jump back up and look, and you expect like one of the legs has been broken, but it's just sitting there.
With an 18, if that's what's happening, I'm terrified to know what would happen if I got anything less.
Land on your
Okay.
side, get winded to shit. Just do.
So Zex is the only one.
Breath weapon.
Zex is the only one left in the lab. The other three of you are down there with the 6 people. So, what are you guys doing?
How much HP does Gil have right now?
Like on a scale of like 1 to 100.
Yeah.
Like he's at like a 59. Like he's around half. Like not the worst.
Gil still has like bright claw and teeth marks around his body, though. Still dripping with blood.
I'm gonna attempt to give him some healies. So a first level cure wounds. I'm able to give you today.
Give it to me.
Okay, here we go.
I'm squishy for Heelys.
7 healies. I rolled bad.
Okay. You gotta also
Wow.
remember your new hit point maximum.
Are his wounds closing?
Some of them close, some of them don't, and are still free.
No.
So, as far as this hit point maximum thing, is he feeling any effect that would gauge? Because like I can't physically see that something's fucking with him.
Well, you can see the teeth marks, and Gil just feels bad. But
Like
as you
not
cast,
rotting like
as
the
you
other bites.
yeah, basically as you go, there are the claw marks on him, as you're seeing around his chest, and his arms are beginning to like slowly maneuver and patch themselves. However, the teeth marks around his neck, his shoulders, and his face are not closing. Not even a little.
Goodbye, Gil.
Was my hit point maximum reduced too?
As far as I know, you just weren't able to heal during the fight. Like, you tried to heal yourself, and it didn't work.
Okay. Well, I didn't try to do that. That was X.
Ah.
I don't heal myself in the middle of combat.
Oh.
Okay.
But you are looking, and a lot of the blood that you were covered with seems to have disappeared.
Okay. We're gonna move on. I'm gonna have the angel in the front as we're going to the door.
Okay.
And then we can configure the party past that. Maybe have Suna at the back, have the people in between us, and then, Gil and me, and then we'll walk forward.
All right. So.
Yeah, I can take up the back.
All right. You guys within this sitting room of Tiber's, the three of you begin to make your way down through the staircase. As you guys are looking and keeping an eye out, what was the general marching order?
The angel, Gil, me, these people, then Suna.
Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly get that actually arranged, just for sanity's sake. So the angel, you, Gil, the people, and then Suna. So this is your marching order.
Yeah, something like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys begin moving down. I would like all of you to make a perception check.
Is the angel also making a perception check?
If you want to, it can. If it has a perception.
It has stats, so it would perceive.
Sure.
I got an 8.
All right. Going strong.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
Oh, hey, look that. I also got an 8.
It has a passive perception, so it can perceive.
Okay.
So my perception check is a 17.
Awesome.
The angel gets a 13.
Okay.
Well, at least somebody did good.
As you all move, begin making your way down the staircase out, there is, believe, as you guys move through the tunnel, are you guys just going back to the throne room?
We're trying to leave, so we're going to the door.
Yeah, so there are the paths to take there. It'd be a path that you don't know, but you saw there is a small door in, like, basically throughout the middle of the tunnel. And then the other door farther along that the three of you know takes you to the throne room.
I don't want to go in the throne room right now, so we'll take the devil you don't know.
Okay. You guys push through this small, basically hidden door behind a tapestry as you all file out into this hallway. You look to either side. There's a right and left.
Can I mention that Suna has been through here before and therefore knows which direction to go?
So Suna, thank you. So Suna, you know, the left side leads further into the castle. The right side takes you back.
To the front?
Mm-hmm. It leads you eventually to the front.
We should go right.
Okay. So, Angel and Rem leading you. You guys make your way slowly, surely, as you all kind of step through your feet, some padded, some not padded, echoing through the hallways. Eventually, you both hear Rem and the Angel notice this, stopping, and then in the quiet, the rest of you begin to hear this as you move throughout the hallways. There's a sound, and it's a metallic sound, sounding like metal hitting stone, just a constant seemingly coming from further down where you guys are heading.
It's like a metallic clicking, like a walking
It sounds, with your perception, you'd be able to tell, it sounds like something metal hitting stone. Like lightly tapping it, and the echo is carrying it.
And only Rem and the Angel can hear this?
As they hear it, they stop. And then the rest of you, like, quiet down, focus, and then it's pointed out to you guys.
Okay. Would you like me to go and check what this is, Rem?
I'll do it.
Suit yourself.
Let's go for this this disadvantage stealth check to go see what the fuck's going on.
Sure.
Hey.
I
didn't fall into the tape. Say, I know you didn't fucking fall into oblivion already. Come on. 10?
Oh. Okay.
The only way I'm not gonna get caught by someone's passive perception is if the thing literally has negative wisdom.
Let's find out.
I did not like that laugh. That was not comforting. No.
Basically, you make your way through the hallway. Resounding noises. I'm pretty sure Gil can still hear you as you're moving through. But you go through a couple switchbacks as this hall has been repeatedly going back and forth, making your way. And as you peer around one of the hallways, you see the hallway that leads down, basically, and then there's a large door. And at the end of the door, there are two things. First, your eye is immediately drawn to a form, a man wearing very nice green clothes tinged with gold, having a golden ring on his finger that he's flicking into the stone wall that he's leaning against. And he looks and makes eye contact with you.
There's a lot to learn when you're
Next to the other side, there is a large creature, this bounded mass of seemingly just meat. These large stitched sections of flesh and blood and veins that move all the way. The face, although human, does not look human to you, as it looks like multiple sections of a human face that have been stitched to like 4 or 5 different faces that have been stitched to make a rough outline of one. It doesn't seem to see you. It doesn't. But as the person that looks at you, what have you seen? Basically, who have you already gotten a visual on? I don't know if you know this person.
Who have I seen? I saw Gitman that attacked us with Rachel. I know him. I've seen him.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in the castle, so if he was within the guard, there's a non-zero chance that I've made eye contact with him. That's it. I don't really go in the castle. I don't walk around. So
you do not recognize this person as they continue tapping the ring on the side of the wall, just looking at you. Their mouth draws into a smile. Hello. Are you leaving so soon?
Is this the way out?
For you, it's a way out.
How fucking pretentious.
Do I hear this dialogue?
You're a couple hallways, but yeah, basically as you're all trying to be quiet.
Yeah.
Suna, this voice is recognizable.
Do I know off the top of my head?
Yes, and you recognize this voice as Toolms, the groundkeeper.
Oh, if you'd have told me he was short, I have not seen Tulum, but I would know it was him.
Your information's slightly wrong. Tulum isn't a halfling.
You told us he was a halfling.
Nope.
What is he?
He looks human.
He is
Ketal,
not.
the ambassador, was the halfling.
Look, I knew there was. I distinctly remember you telling me that that's what's in my
It's
notes
okay.
too.
It's okay.
I mean, yeah, we're good. It
Things
doesn't
get
matter. The
mismanaged,
halfling doesn't-
but you're just like, I thought you were shorter.
How were they running away from Zex? They moved 25 feet.
They were dashing.
Quarterly. Even then, they only
Probably
dash
have-
at 50. You dash at like 60. You
But
would have caught
all of
them
them have
over time.
extra speed as well from, being weird.
Weird, yeah.
Can I whisper into my ring and relay the information that is Tulum?
Sure.
Is he allowing me to accept the call?
Your ring vibrates. He's just looking at you, tapping his ring against the stone.
Can I hear this too?
I'm gonna take the call.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hello?
Hello.
This is the Rem residence. Rem speaking. How may I help you?
The Revidence.
Residence.
That's so bad.
Of course it is.
That's so
Of
bad.
course it is. But this is the Revidence. I am Rem.
Okay,
Who I have the
as
pleasure of speaking with.
once I hear Rem start conversing with Strange Man, I'm just gonna start moseying my way down there.
Yeah,
Okay.
the angel's gonna start like. Can a flying creature like sprint?
They can sprint if they have a fly speed. Yeah. It's the broom that cannot sprint.
Oh yeah, angel's like sprinting. Like I
Okay.
need help.
As they
So
begin
move at 80 while they're
sprinting,
flying, I believe.
as they begin sprinting, the smile fades from Tulum's face. Fine. I would like all of you to roll initiative.
Before we do, I
Wayo.
am gonna tell him like I'm willing to have a conversation here.
Yeah.
It's just that you got this thing. I want a thing. Like if we're showing off our Gundams, I have to have mine. Like it's only fair, you know.
I mean,
How
we're showing
long
off our
has it
flesh
been?
monsters.
Like if you're showing off your flesh monster, I get to bring my like little girl angel.
And
It's
lizard.
fair.
How much time is left on the?
Oh my god.
You've gotten like
Sorry.
4 minutes through an identify.
Not on my identify. How long is left on the angel?
Oh, there's, I think like
30 more minutes.
40 to 35 minutes left on that thing.
Okay.
So I'm switching out my dice for the night.
Are they not treating you well?
Oh, I nat one on my initiative. I'm about to get bodied by this fucking
Fuck.
this fucking monster made of meat and jello shots. This is gonna suck.
Jello. Jello man.
I mean, I got pretty good on my initiative, so
Oh
You know.
no.
What? That's great for you.
I'm gonna let you guys converse for a second because my there's a
cheating.
stat book that I left on my table. So converse for a second.
I do think it's fair that like he has like this fucking patchwork monstrosity. I get like my angel should be able to be here. Like it's only fair. And he's like, oh, fine, we're gonna be that way. No, bitch, that fucking thing is scaring the shit out of me.
I don't think
you the
I
one
think
being in
Tulum
flesh
cares
column.
about fair.
No, bro, you're being that way.
Also, Suna, you have my boots. You should have
That
been the one
sucks. What are you gonna do about it?
because you have
Should have what
advantage.
now?
You have advantage on stealth because you have my boot. You should have stealthed
Aw,
out
no,
instead
you
I
of
do have
Ram.
your boot. I should have, but
Goddamn
Ram was
meatball
like, fuck
monstrosity.
this.
But I can't say shit because I'm not there, so I didn't.
This thing is a Subway meatball marinara sandwich.
Pretty much.
Plus, I was like all the way in the back, and it's I don't know. I'm really.
Quick
Okay.
question,
I was
quick question.
on the
I don't know if
hard.
you can answer this.
Sure.
Or maybe you can. It's not gonna matter. We're still gonna beat this thing's ass. This thing doesn't count as an undead, does it? Even though it's made of flesh?
You are
'Cause
not
it's
sure.
not animated in that nature. I'm asking out of character. I don't think these things actually count as undead, even though they're made of flesh. I think they still count as constructs, which is weird, you know?
I mean, they're constructed of flesh, so like I guess it
Yes,
makes sense.
it wasn't reanimated by any metric. It wasn't reanimated. It was just animated, which is
Yeah.
a strange thing.
Like it's not that it was. It's not like it was like this before and then was brought back to life. It's just consequently it was made of flesh.
Mhm.
I mean, you can have an undead that looks like this, but if we're like making golems the way you would make golems, which like you have to like, there's a gold cost and you have to have a book. Like you
So-
can't just like raw dog make a golem. You need shit.
So, 25 to 20.
It's more like a Frankenstein than anything else.
No one 25 to 20. Got you.
Well, like the monster. You know what I mean?
20 to 15.
18.
Okay, I was gonna say no one.
Yeah, no, I got good initiative.
Okay.
I'd take an 18.
15 to 10.
Keep going down.
Waller.
Lower.
Y'all, come on,
No.
come on, guys.
So let's agree with each other. What'd you get?
All right. 10 to
I got
5.
an 8.
So 8.
Oh my
Is
god.
Zex
we're
not
gonna
on this
lose.
initiative?
No, he's
No,
upstairs.
he's still upstairs.
Oh, he's
in the lab. He
upstairs?
never left.
I mean, if he wants
I
to
don't-
do something, he can still put
I
himself in
can
initiative.
roll initiative real
Yeah.
quick. I don't think
It'd
I'm
be
gonna
like a
do
soft
anything.
initiative.
I
So,
assumed they were gonna get
Rem,
ganked by
what was your
something on their way
initiative?
out.
4 after everything is said and done.
Yeah, Rem.
But I'm
Killing
having
it
a
with that
conversation
4.
with him, so maybe I can buy some time.
killing it with that 4.
Like starts
So-
pissing himself. So, what are your hobbies?
My initiative
How
is
are,
19.
Like,
19.
to see
So Zex
Janet's
gets
what's it like? What's
straight
it like working for
on top of
Tiber?
it. So
I
all
thought
of
you
you
were
have heard that. Gil,
What do you do for work?
I'll tell you right now. With your normal movement speed, what is your normal movement speed?
Mine?
Yes,
I don't know. I can run pretty fast.
I know, but I
Isn't
need to
it
know what your
35?
movement speed is.
40 feet.
40 feet. It will take you. It's gonna take you some rounds to get there. I'm not telling you how
what if-
many.
What if I become
but-
the giddy little girl that I am and click my heels?
Then it will shorten it by a certain amount. Zex, technically you're first. You can continue on the identify, or you can stop and join, but just letting you know. But Gil, you are up.
I would like to click my heels, please.
Okay. Use your bonus action to click your heels. Anything else?
Then I'm gonna dash.
Okay.
Well, okay. How long did it take Ram from when he left to when he got to conversing? How long did that take?
It took maybe 25 feet around.
He was also stealthing, so it would be.
He was also stealthing. They're not moving fast. I can get you an actual thing. Because I have an amount of feet you have to move.
It's
So...
nice knowing everyone.
Because I
luck.
don't wanna
It
dash
wasn't,
if I don't
but it was
have to.
nice.
Well, you can
No, it was
dash.
decent.
You can dash, and I'll tell you if you can see anything or not. Like, you can move. You can take your movement. I'll tell you if you see anything, then you can go,
Oh,
I
and
dash.
then dash.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just take 80 feet and see if I see anything.
80 feet. You whip around a hallway. It's another hallway. It's a switchback.
God damn it. I'll go another 80 then.
Okay. You dash another switchback. There's one more, and you get about halfway down this hallway, and you can hear Rem and Toom talking in the next hallway.
Fuck. Can't I use my boots action?
You can use a hasted action to dash.
for another dash. So I'll just do that, I guess.
Okay. With this,
Oh,
what's
wait.
your dash speed? 80?
Well, my movement speed right now is 80.
Okay. So, as you dash in with 30 feet left, you get to basically 5 feet in behind Rem.
Oh,
So
shit,
you
okay.
have 25 feet of move. If you move 5 more feet, you're right here, and you have 25 more feet of movement.
I think that's literally like absolutely everything I can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's my turn.
All right. As you move around, Tuum's face drops, and he's like, "All right, fine." And he is going to.
Did he ever respond to my comment about he has like his thing, I should have mine? It's only fair.
He did not respond.
Bitch.
What a bitch.
He is going to.
Tool, this is why you ain't got no bitch. He's like, I make the bitch.
I can't get any, so I have to make them.
make the bitch.
I make my own.
We're getting into
Bitch,
weird
sorry,
science territory now.
Yeah. So, he is
Walking
going to.
forward,
He
making
taps
sure
the ring against the wall, and you watch as the wall suddenly splits and crinkles, moving towards you guys. And you see coming out from the wall behind you, the wall seems to shift and extend, and you guys are blocked off from going backwards.
How did he do that?
You see the
You
ring.
don't
He
know.
tapped the ring against the wall, and it happened.
Yeah, is it a wall made of flesh?
It is a wall made of stone.
Oh, I like the idea of him making a flesh wall better.
This, I have no clue. Like I have stone shape, so I theoretically could do shit like this. I don't know. Maybe this is a lair action. I don't fucking know. I know this is gonna be annoying.
That is his turn.
Oh, bitch.
The creature goes next. As this wall comes out, it just begins moving. It steps to there, and you see it begins to, as its arms swing, they become faster, and it moves up to here,
Oh shit!
and that's its turn.
How far?
There, meatball man.
Oh, it was not that far.
So, after the creature, Suna, your turn.
How
see
far
Gil
from
click his
where I
boots and
am
just
to the- Yeah, he does that sometimes. How far to the bottom of the stairs?
You guys basically were looking. You said, let's go this way. And then Rems, you guys walked about 2 switchbacks. And then Rems said, I hear something, hold on, and went. So
How
Did we
far
not
away
have
is
to go
Ram?
this way?
technically, no.
How
When
far
you
away
say-
was? How far away is Ren?
You know that there are 3 switchbacks in between you and where they are, hopefully. Basically, just through knowledge.
I guess I'll just dash my way down.
So you're going towards them. Okay. So you dash your 60 feet,
Yeah.
and you make it basically starting to round one of the switchbacks. And that's your turn.
Yeah.
Rem, your turn.
So my angel can't get through this wall unless I blow this wall apart, right?
It's possible. What's your angel's movement speed, by the way?
If it's dashing while flying, 80.
80. Okay. So the angel is...
It would take like 3 turns to get here.
I'm just keeping things...
The angel also might not exist much longer.
Keeping things in track is all. So 80 feet for the angel.
I'm not blowing this wall open.
All right. So what are you doing, Rem?
I'm going to reach over and... What weapon does Gil have right now?
Gil is currently holding a flail and a shield.
I'm going to gently caress the handle part of your flail. Ever so.
That's the worst way. Worst way.
Worst way of saying you're doing it with the smite ever.
I'm going to gently caress, ever so sensually. I guess I'll lick my lips a little bit, Gil style, while I'm doing that. And
Are we making eye
activate-
contact too?
Yeah, we're making hella eye contact. Like this is the most we've gotten along in our entire relationship, outside of the times when I have to put my hands on you. And I'm gonna cast 5th level holy weapon. My angel disappears because holy weapon's concentration based.
Okay.
So the angel's gone.
Sooner you watch the
You know-
angel rush past you and then disappear.
I think this time, I think this is good for me.
And then
Okay. We're not gonna unpack that. That's just...
Okay.
I'll wait for the spiritual. Wait a minute. I lied to you. Wait a minute. What? You're getting fucked. You're right in the range. Spiritual weapon, 2nd level. We're beating Tulim's ass.
Okay.
Going to the shadow realm.
Alright, so the shadow as I pull it up, or the shovel as I pull it up, bonks, roll me a hit.
Bonk. That's bonking with a 28.
That hits.
I hope
28.
it's with a 28. If not, we got bigger problems. Ooh, that's for 12 bonk.
12 points
Force
of
damage.
force damage. As it cracks across his form.
And then can I like tuck my body behind Gil so I don't get like sniped? I got space.
There's not space behind Gil right now, actually, because there's a wall.
Ah, fuck it. All right. We're loaded. He got a wall this close to our ass. All right.
He put it right behind you guys.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we're good.
Okay, that's his
That's my
turn.
turn.
Zex, are you doing anything? Just yes or no?
I'm just gonna kind of hold the ring to my ear while still concentrating on identify, I guess.
Okay. Gil, your turn then. You are hasted and holy weaponed.
I'm gonna mosey my way up to this big man's ass.
All right.
If there even is an ass in the pile of flesh that he is.
Oh, I got 4 of them.
Probably, maybe 6. And I'm gonna take my no, I'm not. I'm gonna use my bonus action to rage
Okay.
and just yell at this man really loudly.
You yell forth, spittle covering the outside of this fleshy form. Whack away.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Big whack.
Do
Big whack.
You know what? I'm gonna do this a bit recklessly as well.
Okay.
That was a good decision. I got a 9 to hit.
A
Not
9?
No, 19. 19. It's a 19.
Wait a minute. We have to backtrack something.
What's up?
I don't. Holy weapon is a bonus action to cast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Spiritual weapon is also a bonus action to cast.
Well,
I had an action to use. I thought I did. I forgot holy weapon was a bonus action. So, are you gonna allow me to continue? Like, I can do this, right? I can use a bonus action spell as an action.
That is one of our home rules. That is one of the house rules.
Okay, then I'm not gonna retcon anything, but
Mhm.
I just thought I should point it out that I
It
technically.
is our second to last of the home rules. Can use bonus action as action. It does come with a thing. You cannot use a bonus action that is the same thing twice, but you didn't. So, Gil,
so does my
they're
does my
still holy.
19 hit?
Your
My-
19
does my-
hits.
Hell yeah.
A 9 would not
Okay.
hit.
No, I didn't. I wouldn't think it would. Okay.
You might want to tell him what
So-
holy weapon adds, but
Yeah,
Holy
I
weapon is
need
an additional 2d8s.
at wait at 5th level.
Yeah, and it's
Oh,
radiant.
wait.
It's 2d8s radiant damage, and if like shit fails, I can make it burst like a burst of radiance, force everything with like force creatures that I can see to make a con save, and if they fail, they're blinded. They also take 48 damage too. So there's a couple. And this thing is shining light too.
Mhm.
For like 60 feet.
It's only 13 damage.
13 points of damage as you slice across the
Really
form.
poorly. I would like to do it again, please.
Sure. You slice across once, or slam across once with the flail.
Oh, I don't know if that that is that's an 18.
That hits.
Okay, please roll better this time. It's not much better. Dear Lord. 16
You're
damage.
rolling less damage than you would roll just normally. What's the
No,
issue?
I just rolled.
Don't you do plus
Listen.
7 damage like right now?
Plus 7 damage?
It's plus 3 because of your strength, and it doesn't
Right.
rage give you like plus 4 or something.
Other way around, but yeah.
So you're doing additional 7. You got a 16. You rolled a 9 on 3 dice.
On 3d8s, I rolled a total of 9. Yes.
Oh, that sucks.
The first one I rolled less. I rolled 2 1s.
Ugh.
Nice.
So
All right.
Do better.
I'm trying.
Anything else, Gil?
I'd still have my hasted action, which I would
Alright.
very much like to use to also attack again.
Make that extra attack.
How's this man looking? Is he like? Is
He's
he
taken
fucked
a
up?
few hits, but he's not fucked up.
He was already bloody when we found him.
You know, is it a free action to vial my flail?
To vial? No, that is an attack to vial it.
You could still do it if you're attacking with the hasted action because you're doing
Yeah.
an attack, right?
You can
Oh.
you can vial it, but you can't attack with it then. You can spend the hasted
so-
action to load a vial.
It takes an action to put a vial in,
It takes an attack.
or an attack. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have
okay.
one attack left.
I'll just attack.
Okay.
That's a math 22.
That hits. You're not having
Okay.
trouble hitting the creature, doing damage, however.
Listen, I'm recklessing, like they're all on
no,
advantage.
you're
It's
doing
just-
great. You're doing great.
Just fucking damage, man. That's okay. One of them is good. Oh, okay. Okay. This is good. $23 damage.
As it across this creature's form, you see a large section of like a pectoral muscle that is discolored from the rest of it slop off to the ground. That was a good hit.
It's my specialty.
All right. So,
Yeah, that's all my things.
all right. As this happens, it is now Tulum's turn. As he, looking at what he has. Is going to basically move this way, shifting to the other side of the stone wall, and you watch as he presses his back into the stone wall. It takes him, and he disappears into the left side of the wall.
You bitch.
All right. That's his turn. It is now the golem's turn. As it turns, looks at you, Gilgamesh, and tries to punch you twice.
Try as he may.
First one, 20.
He tries very well. That hits.
Okay. Second one, 22.
He's really good at trying and also hits.
Okay. You take from the first one 17 points of bludgeoning damage. Halved to 9.
Right.
Or half to, yeah, half to 9, because we go up.
Yeah, sure. I'll take the 9.
Okay, and then the other
You
one.
said 17?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's halved to 9, and then 11 points of bludgeoning damage. Again, halved.
I don't think I want to take that.
Okay, so you're using your reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, I'm just telling you no, and I'm not taking the damage.
Oh, okay, big boy.
I'm gonna pout in the corner and say no.
All right, as a flash of white light comes out in front of you.
9. I only take 1 point of damage.
All right, you have to take that 1 point as it slightly gets through and clocks you. but
He tickles me.
it is especially reduced. All right. As the creature's turn. Suna, your turn.
I would like to cast Long Strider in a first level slot.
Okay. Roll me a
And
d20.
dash down the stairs. Not you.
Did you, by the way, did you already burn to get advantage on something last session or no?
No.
Okay. Just roll me a d20 then.
16.
16. All right. You cast Longstrider. What are you able to move this round then?
I get an extra 10 feet, so 40 walking. Would that give me 80 running?
Yes. So it's a bonus action to cast Longstrider?
I think it's just. Oh, maybe you're right. Let me double check.
Because if it's a bonus action, you can dash this round. If it's not...
Let me double check. Oh, it's just an action, so I'll just run the 40.
Okay, that's good. As you make your way, 10. All right. So after that, Rem, your turn.
Have Beefy Boy give me a dex save.
Okay. What are you casting at what level?
Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame.
27?
27 to what? It's a dex
Did he
save.
get a 27? Yeah.
No, he got a 17.
Oh god. Oh gee, yeah, that's exactly that. And then
Flame moves
we're gonna
past.
move the shovel here, start making its way towards him.
Okay.
But it can't hit him.
All right.
It's my whole turn.
Assuming
I guess I'll move. I'll move like here.
okay. Assuming Zex is still just listening to the ring.
Yep.
Gil,
Yes.
it's your turn.
You already know the fuck I'm gonna do. We're gonna beat this man's ass.
Okay.
If I'm allowed to, that is.
You are certainly able to try.
Yes.
Reckless or no?
No. I did get a 21 to hit though.
21 does hit.
Is my weapon still
They're still concentrating.
all jazzy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Here
Your
we
weapon
go.
also lasts for an hour.
Wow. 29 damage.
Oh.
That is 2 points off of the maximum I could have done.
As you slice off a section of its body, about like a good third of its stomach, just like slices and deflates on itself. A large, like green and black liquids pouring out of its stomach. It's looking rough.
So like, what if I were to say, I hit it again because I just rolled an 18 to hit?
18 to hit. 18 hits.
And then what if I were to also hypothetically say that it took 18 points of damage.
You slice off a section of it as part of its shoulder and neck falls off. It's barely hanging on.
It's still alive?
It is still alive.
I thought you said it was barely hanging on last time.
No, I said it was rough last time. There's a
Okay,
difference.
that's basically the same. I'm attacking again.
Okay.
That's a base 19 to hit. I don't think I need to add anything
That'll
for that
hit.
to. Yeah. Come on, baby. Come on, please. Please, just anything. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's a large number. 25.
How does it meet its end, Gilgamesh?
How many heads does this thing got?
It has one, but it is a section of looks like 5 different sections of people that have been sewn together. Just moving and slightly deformed and not lined up.
What if all of that section ended up on the wall to the right of me?
Yeah. You move the flail back in an overhand motion and crack across it. Rem, you watch as starting with the cheek, then the entire half of the face folds in like rotten plywood as it just spatters the wall. Dead. All right.
I told you holy weapon was good.
Yeah, no, that did like a lot of help.
So, is that your turn, Gil?
That was 3 attacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible that I can somehow like I don't think I could like bonus action beat my way through this wall to like the back wall, could I?
You cannot. You are out of attacks. But you can move up to the wall.
I'll move up to the wall and intently stare at it.
Okay. As this happens, you move up to the wall, and Rem, you kind of glance to your right, and you see as a face appears in the wall as Toolm jumps out of the wall, appears next to you, and he is going to make...
Oh, shit.
17 attacks.
17 attacks. 2 attacks.
Oh, that is incredibly less impressive.
Harder!
The first one is a 13. I don't think that hits you.
No, not even close.
Or, yeah. Shit. The second one's not much better. It's a 14. He swings at you twice and nothing.
Can I like matrix dodge his hand like
Yeah,
woo,
just
woo.
as it moves out of the way, it kind of scrapes across the rock, and he hisses and tries to move back into the rock. You can make an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, grabbing a weapon is a free action, right?
Yes, but the reaction, I don't believe you can do a free action on your turn.
I don't have a weapon in my hand.
You can try to smack him. Just make him.
I wish I could like try to grab him, but I can't do that. Can I?
No.
Yeah, I'm going to attempt to smack him with my bare hand.
Okay. Make an attack roll and add your strength.
Okay, we just raw dogging it today.
You're raw dogging.
19.
19 does not hit. Or no, it just hits. Sorry, it just hits.
I was gonna be very mad.
It just hits.
It's just a D4. Or is it just 1 damage?
It is
1 damage.
1 damage plus your strength.
It's 1 damage.
It is 1 damage. It cracks
I just, like, reach
into
out
him.
and, like, uppercut him. He's
And
like,
he
what?
just
What the
winces and moves back into the wall.
fuck? I can't even. How tall is he?
He's like 5'9".
I don't even think I can uppercut him. I think I kind of just like beat on his chest.
All right, you slam into his chest and he winces, moves back in. That's his turn. Suna, your turn.
Alright, I'll dash.
Okay, you dash.
Full 80.
Full 80. As you dash, you make it into the hallway that is adjacent to them. And standing, let me see. I gotta check something.
Oh god. Goodbye, everybody.
Standing about 30 feet away from you is Toolm, who's just shifted and molded through a wall. As he just looks at you. Hello. And that's your turn?
Give me one. No, wait. Give me a moment.
Rem, you're on deck.
Just a. Oh fuck! I was getting pizza.
How's he moving to the stone, by the way?
Gee, tell me if it's good.
If it's
He
good.
was said he was 40 feet away.
He is 30 feet away from you.
30 feet away. Can I use a bonus action?
If you want to, yeah.
I would like to use Quicken Spell
Of course.
to use to cast second level Earthbind at
Oh.
Toolum.
Oh.
I need a strength saving throw.
Roll your d20.
Of course, not you. 15.
15. You're good. He's going to make a strength saving throw. What's his strength?
God, please find this man. for an
Okay.
act.
Oh, that's a 10.
Failure.
He's stuck for the full minute, no matter what.
You watch.
Wait, is this Earthbind?
It is Earthbind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. As you watch his bright yellow strips peek up out of the floorboards and wrap around him, as he's shifting, the strips shift with him. All right. That's your turn. Rem, your turn.
I got him.
Okay, we're blasting this wall open.
Okay. You look back and it's a stone wall.
I'm gonna stone shape the wall open.
Okay. How far can stone shape get?
5 feet.
5 feet.
Well, since... Hold on.
5 feet. As you press, 5 feet. Yeah, you press and the wall begins to just kind of melt away into a hole. You can get through.
That was my last 4th level spell slot for the day, by the way.
Okay. You have movement if you want to.
I'll move through the hole. Can
Okay.
I see Tulum?
You move, cross around to the other side, and you can see Tulum.
Gotcha, bitch.
As he's just looking, these yellow bands wrapped around him. Zex, it's your turn.
Shovel's coming with us.
Okay.
She's gonna try her best.
Gil,
I'm here.
it's your turn.
Is the wall still here?
The wall, 5 feet of it, just got melted away by Rem. You can fit through. You just have to duck down
I
a bit.
would love to fit through.
Okay. It is basically the walls are all switchbacks, so basically the map is just swapped, and as you guys go around and look, Tulum is about right here, and we'll put Suna in there
Fuck.
like this.
Oh my god.
So I'm right on top of
Poor
Tulum's
guy.
ass.
Basically, as you guys turn, yeah, you are.
Okay.
Oh my
So
god.
I want to use one of my attacks to load a vial,
Okay.
and then I want to use my extra attack to like actually attack him.
Okay.
It's not.
And I'm still
You're still holy weaponed.
spiritual. Nice. And I think just I don't know, for shits and giggles, I'm gonna reckless.
Okay.
He's not.
I'm going all out on this, and if I nat 20, this man will
You'll break his kneecaps.
not even God can save him.
What am I
JC, I did a thing. JC, I did a thing. I did a thing. Does a nat 20 hit?
I figure it would, man.
Oh god, how many dice are you rolling and doubling?
Okay.
Like 6?
He rolls
lot.
an amount. I think he rolls 3 of his dice are doubled, the radiant weapon dice and his flail dice. The acid, which is doubled. And then since he's a barbarian, he gets 2 extra dice that he doesn't get to double, but he does get to roll.
Only one.
Only 1 extra
Fuck,
D8. So
dude.
he's rolling.
I get a second at 13.
So how many dice are being doubled right now? How much does acid damage does the thing do?
I think
Is it
I was told
2 or-
at one point, but I don't remember off the top of my head.
You don't have it in your sheet?
No, I think you told me. somewhere.
Okay. It's probably just got lost in your Discord thing. It's 2d6 acid.
2d6 acid. Hold on. I'm gonna.
So
Just...
those 2d6 are doubled because they are dice.
Okay, I'm gonna just do this real quick.
So you are rolling
Okay.
4d8. 3 of those are doubled. 1 being magical bludgeoning, 2 being radiant. You roll an extra d8, but don't double that one, and then you roll 2d6, which are doubled. So all but one of his dice are doubled.
Here, let me send you something. Alpha.
This man's going to the shadow realm, rather he wants it or not.
So I double both of those.
Please divide the damage types. I'm sorry. But for him, it's important.
Oh my. Okay. So So I need to roll these individually. Okay. So that is flail damage. Do you want me to like rattle off numbers as I'm rolling them,
So-
or do you just want?
Roll your flail damage. So you choose one of the d8s that you're going to double, and then the other one is the other one that you add on for brutal critical is also bludgeoning. So roll those two.
Brutal critical is d6.
Brutal critical is d6.
It is one additional d6.
Weapon damage dice. Your
Oh,
flail
it
is a
weapon
d8.
okay. It's a
You
D8,
got a
yeah.
d6. You're used to d6 because you normally use a greatsword.
Yeah, I'm used to d6. Okay. So, just regular flail is a total of 16.
Okay.
And then 2 more d8 for radiant damage.
Yep.
And I double,
You double both of those d8s.
so that's 20 total.
Okay.
And then 2d6
Acid,
which is also double.
which is also doubled. The only one that wasn't doubled was one of your d8s.
And so that's 12 more damage
It's you.
plus 7
Plus
for rage and
55.
strength.
As you slam into him with one attack, you can hear popping and snapping of bones. He immediately looks terrible.
Guess who still has
Oh.
one attack? I still have my hasted action.
That you do.
I'm gonna relentless on this man. Oh please. Oh.
Okay, do it a second time.
Well, one of them dropped, but this one rolled a unnatural 20. I guess I can roll to see if I get another natural 20.
Yes.
You took the
This-
reckless.
this-
Might as well roll with advantage, man.
Dang it! I got a 19 on the dice. That's unfortunate. No, I hit.
Okay. 19 hits.
Okay.
Instead of this episode being called Pursuit or Pursuit, could it be Speed Running Murder? Because he bodied that fucking golem in 3 turns.
21 damage.
21 points of damage. He looks fucked.
He's not dead.
He is not dead.
Probably has like
I mean,
20
granted,
more
I've only dealt like 80 damage to
Yeah,
him.
you've
which-
only dealt 80.
Yeah.
I believe.
Oh wait, did I?
Ugh, God.
Hold on. No, I did add that correctly. Okay, I thought I didn't add on rage damage for that last attack, but I did.
Yeah.
That's. I think that's everything.
In
I don't.
one
I should
turn-
take off a vial.
76 points of damage. Not using 3 attacks, using 2.
JC, this is why you don't give me. This is why you don't give me these things. This is
So-
why you don't give the party these things.
After Gil's turn, he looks and steps one way, and you watch as these yellow bands shift with him. Realizing Earthbind only stops flying speed.
Oh no.
He realizes this, looks at it, smiles at you, and is going to try and shift away from you into the wall.
It says its flying speed, if any.
Is reduced to 0. It does not grapple, and it does not reduce their walking speed.
It says if any, so I think this would work on moving creatures.
It works
No,
on him,
it's
but he just
only
can't
for
fly.
flying.
No, I think it would work on him. Does
Its flying speed, if any, is reduced.
If any flying speed.
It binds you to the earth, which is his favorite terrain. Not quite. I'm sorry. Gilgamesh.
Shit, you right.
Yes.
He is going to... Oh, he's not
Well,
looking...
can this man deal 87 or 76 damage in one turn? I'd like to see him try.
He's going... Well, before he moves away, he is going to try and hit you twice.
Yeah, okay.
Why doesn't he take the disengage action?
I don't know.
So,
He needs to.
He rolled a 20 for his first.
That hits.
Okay. He does. 11 points of slashing damage
I will take it.
as he tries to bite you. Does a
That's
19
kind of
hit?
weird. Fuck. Yeah.
Okay.
Shit.
You take 7 points of piercing damage
Yeah.
and 10 points of necrotic damage.
Yeah.
Your hit point maximum is reduced by 10. And he is going to try and move away from you. You get an attack of opportunity as he tries to
Yeah,
shift
that's-
into the wall.
That's what I've been depending on like this whole time. Yeah. No, I'm gonna take it.
Okay.
Am I allowed?
It is not
Nah,
your
no, no.
turn. You cannot reckless.
I didn't figure. That's a 22 to hit.
That hits. We'll see if we can
Please.
kill him. We'll see.
Please. Listen, I failed to kill a man last time when I tried to bludgeon him to death with my shackles. I'm not letting this go.
That was so fucking.
That was so.
funny,
It was just every turn.
I think that didn't you say that man had like it was at like less than 10 HP?
Yeah, he is single
Oh yeah, I
digits.
think so.
Is this the paladin?
It was the
Oh, yeah.
paladin situation.
Yeah.
What you got?
17.
Oh. He's alive.
God, I.
As he
I'm leaving.
shifts.
I'm never coming back. I'm gonna shift myself into the wall
Into the
forcefully
wall.
and stay there. Ugh.
I can do that too.
Watch.
Starts walking through the wall.
I'm upset. That was like, oh, that was such bad damage.
All right.
I'm upset.
That ends his turn. Suna, your turn. As you
Can
watch
I reach dog?
this happen. What's up?
Can I reach Tulum?
Tulum is no longer in the hallway, but you can move and dash and see if you see him.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so you move your 30, 40 feet, you pass them, you dash into the other area, the other hallway. You see the spiritual weapon, the shovel, kind of hovering, and you do not see Tulum.
Fuck. Okay. That's kind of lame.
Rem, what are you doing?
I'm going to attempt to taunt Tulum and tell him what kind of prideful creature hides in walls like a fucking mole. Good job. And I'm gonna like slow clap disrespect him.
Okay. Make a
Performer?
I'd say your choice of performance or persuasion.
We're going with persuasion. 18.
18. Okay. You say this, and it echoes off You don't have a response right now. Okay. Anything else you're doing?
I'm gonna use my bonus action to continue this slow clap for an awkward amount of time.
Okay, so it's just... Okay. The best intimidation.
I'm really taunting them.
Yeah, the best taunt. All right. Gil.
Gil's upset.
I
Gil's
can feel that, yeah.
Gil's really mad right now. He's gonna, out of anger, he's just gonna continually try to punch through the stone that Tulum went through until literally anything happens.
Okay. Are you
Like,
swinging
until-
with the flail or your fist or what?
No, like I'm putting my shield and then flail away and just wailing on
Okay.
the wall until we see him again, and I'm not stopping.
Okay. So you're slamming into the wall. Okay. Tulum does not return. Suna.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Um. Yeah.
All right.
Can I hold? I want to hold an attack.
Four.
No, I want to hold this. I'm gonna hold a spell.
Okay.
For if Tulum rematerializes.
Okay. Rem.
I'm gonna continue my taunting as I'm slow clapping. Like,
Okay.
I wonder if Tiber know that one of his trusted assistants was a fucking coward.
Okay. Make me one more check.
Can I have advantage since I've been slow clapping for at least 6 seconds?
Not quite. Just roll me your persuasion or performance. Let me know what it is.
24! It's
24.
persuasion. Does Tiber know you's a bitch?
24. Okay. Gil, your turn.
I'm not letting up.
Okay. Slamming into the wall. Okay. As you guys are basically Suna, Gil, you can hear Rem's voice ring out around this. And Suna, you're just kind of looking around. Gilgamesh hammering into the wall. Rem, the clap just keeps reverberating. Clap, clap, clap. And Suna, as you're just kind of settling in, looking, you watch as and notice from about 35 feet away, Tuom kind of materializes out of the wall.
Okay.
You are holding an attack.
You know, let's have fun with this. I'm gonna use Tides of Chaos
Okay.
to give myself advantage on, I'm gonna regret this, on a 3rd level lightning No, not lightning bolt. Witch bolt. Third level
Witch bolt. Okay.
And does a 24 hit?
24 hits. Roll your damage.
Come back. I'll come back. Uh, 28 lightning damage.
Suna, how would you like him to die?
Wild magic triggers too, right?
No.
We'll get to
not
that.
until my next spell.
Don't worry about it.
Well, I want to do. You know, I'd like to shoot it right through his left eye.
Ooh. As you crackle, swelling, you're holding the spell, waiting and waiting, and as it grows, you see it crackle and pulse in your hands. Seeing him materialize out of the wall, looking at you, you cast this forth, and this small miniature detonation comes out of your fingertips. As it blasts, you watch as it blows out the left side of his cheek and eye as he falls back, slamming to the ground.
Hey guys, I think I got him.
Roll me a d20, by the way.
Okay.
Please, God, let it trigger. It would be cinematic.
9.
9.
Damn.
Okay. As you can see, Rem and Gil, as you move around the wall, Suna's fingers on her right hand are smoking, and there's just a just kind of emanating around her shoulders, like kind of bouncing between her left and right shoulders.
My question is, was my taunting the only reason he came back out?
It might have been. You don't know.
Oh. Well, the slow clapping has stopped.
Oh.
Mission solved.
As you guys look,
Whose turn is
it's about this as you guys have looked across. And Tulum's about like right here. Lying on the ground.
I can't heal that. If we're not in initiative anymore, can I like... I want to check his body because he has that weird ring.
Sure. Make an investigation check.
I mean, I know he has the ring. I've seen it, so I find that already. Right?
Make an investigation check. The ring's pretty easy to find, as long as you're not stupid.
I'm also going to use guidance. Dirty 20?
Dirty 20. As you go through him, his robe, besides the slash marks is on him, is pretty nice, although now it has been defaced and deformed. Pretty useless. His
Why does he have
pockets
slash marks?
from well, it's less of slash marks, but more of cracks and tears in it from him getting bludgeoned in acid. As you see, his pockets are full of sand and clay and dirt and rocks. And on him, the only real thing of value you find as you pull off is a golden banded ring. As you look at it, it is a ring, a golden ring with three small gems in it, green swirling with white like clouds. As it goes on to the end, it comes with a small golden chain that then moves over into a smaller ring that is connected to it that goes over the pinky.
Well, this has to be magical. I'll have Zex look at it later since he's picked up Identify. In my inventory, I'm just going to label it as Tulum's Golden Ring.
Sure.
And then, that's all he has?
Besides rocks and dirt, yeah.
I'll take some of his clay.
Okay.
I just use it as, like, components later. And, this man's teeth, mine.
You're taking his teeth.
Are they sharp?
They are.
Yep, this man's teeth, mine.
Make a
I'll do a medicine check.
medicine
Like that.
check to properly cut them out. I assume you have a blade.
I have the Shadow Blast dagger, so this
Ah.
should be easier because it's like, well, no.
Shadow glass
Well, yeah.
daggers do not leave marks. So
I have a tiny knife.
they have a tiny knife that will work.
I remember I was using it in the fucking
Yeah.
in Lich Jinn to pop doors open. 10. So yeah, just barely.
Okay. As you go and you extract some of his teeth come out. It does not come out in a set like dentures. You get like singular teeth. You pop about 6 of them.
You know the ones that I want though.
Mm-hmm. 4 of those 6 are longer than others.
And then I'll just kind of isolate them from the other ones. So I'm pretty sure I have something I can wrap these up in.
Sure.
I'm gonna label his bag of Tulum's teeth. I should have got some of Selmith's. Well, Selmith got real gross.
Yeah.
Like, didn't her teeth like rot? Like everything just started rotting.
Everything started rotting quickly. And as you pull, even as you pull the teeth out, this small exhale of breath comes out of Tulum's form, and then you watch as his face starts to deform and almost melt.
That's gross.
Why did the foreman and the general? Why didn't their bodies do this?
We didn't examine the foreman that closely.
I did. I went and picked up
I
all
I was gonna
guess
say
we did.
the foreman was beginning to melt. The general is the general as you're pulling, as there was like flesh slopping off of him. The only one that you guys had pulled through, and none of this was happening, was when Zex ran the pockets of the ambassador. Every other one has done something, a form of like degrading or falling apart.
I wish I had picked up some of the general's teeth, but I wasn't collecting them at the time.
You go back and see if they're still there.
Doubt. His teeth probably rotted and his body was like turning to shit. For all we know, that golem that was there, were any pieces of that the general?
You could, it's kind of hard to know.
I bury people.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to know. I'll let you roll a medicine check.
14?
14. You look over it, multitudes of colors. You see different patches of skin, flesh, teeth, hair, eyes. As far as you can tell, no. The general is not included in this monstrosity.
Okey doke. Let's go check up on the people. Let's see how they're doing.
Sure.
And I'm going to say in my ring as I'm going back, Mordak, as far as I know, there are no more barons.
That is wonderful news. Congratulations.
This is where we learn that Mordak is the secret 6th baron.
You've never expected me.
Oh, he starts eating us in the middle of the night. No, please. It's like, oh, you didn't know that I was French.
As you go back, you see that they had retreated back up the staircase. Basically.
I'm gonna yell at to the top of the staircase. Come on down, or our job is done.
Okay. One by one, in about the same order, they all descend, looking around. You guys make your way back. After running through all this, Zex, you cast Identify again. What are you casting it on?
Well, what did I get this last time?
That's what I'm asking. What did you cast? Because you
what did
did
I
the
ca-
purple and you did the
Oh,
gem.
that's right, because I wasn't.
You didn't.
Yeah.
You did not
Okay.
tell me what you were casting
I
it on.
did not specify. The clearish red liquid.
Okay. As you finish on the clearish red, that one, a potion. Where is it? There we go. The potion of... what's this thing called? Potion of Vitality. So, there it is basically this small... this small, like, lightish red potion that glows. And you know that when you drink this potion, if you are exhausted, it removes it. Any number of exhaustion. And if you are affected by disease or poisoned, that is removed as well. For the next 24 hours, if you have to roll a hit dice to regain HP, you automatically regain maximum HP from that hit dice. Still well spending it.
Pretty good potion. Okay.
So you can add Potion of Vitality.
That can go into the bag.
Okay. All right.
Before I do anything else, I want to take another look around the lab just to make sure there's nothing that we missed.
Okay. You check around, and there are ripped and destroyed and tattered papers. The broken mirror's still there. The table with drenched blood on it, even though the blood that was on you and Rem seems to have faded with time. Nothing really else.
No more like potions or anything on the bookcases that weren't destroyed?
Nope.
Okay.
All right.
I'd also like to make a quick perception check to see if I hear anything.
Okay, make a perception check.
Um, 17.
17. As you focus and listen, you can hear above you muffled conversation. You can't quite make it out, but there is multiple voices above you talking. Muted, low, trying to be quiet, but you hear them. You just can't make out words or people.
This is good. So I'm going to whisper into the ring. Can I roll a stealth check to try and make this as quiet as possible?
Sure. To be aware, you did just cast Identify.
Is identify loud?
I believe Identify takes verbal components.
It does. And I did
He
not
told us we
specify.
could whisper verbal components. He does it with healing word.
It's fair.
It's whatever. Anyway, that stealth was 22.
22. All right. What are you whispering?
I'm telling, hey guys, so in the room above the lab, or I guess there is a room above the lab, I'm hearing voices. Talking, chatting, making conversation. Thoughts?
If you plan to stick around, it might be a good idea to see if you can put a name to the voice. See if you can get higher and listen.
Can I attempt to climb on one of the tops of the bookcases and make another perception check to see if I recognize any of the voices?
This would actually be an insight check. As you climb on top to listen, make an insight check.
Oh, natural 20.
Not bad. Not
So 24 total.
bad at all. 24 total. Thank you. I was going to ask you for the total. Let me check. All right. There are specifically 3 voices. One of them, Tiber's.
Yes.
Another one, Brolin.
Mm-hmm.
A third one, K-Tao, the ambassador.
That's the ambassador. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Do I have a shatter that I can use above me?
I don't know, do you?
I do. So seeing as I recognize their voices, I can guess I can pretty accurately determine their location above me too.
You can tell they're just above you.
Well, I'm gonna cast Shatter as close to them as I can tell with, the knowledge that I have up there, right?
Okay. Any specific voice you want to aim for? Because they're not together.
They're not. I can't cast it in a place where it
You
would
can
hit them
try.
all. Like it's not like it's a 10-foot radius.
Mm-hmm. You can try. But
I'm
just
gonna
cast them
try
in the
and do
middle.
that.
So, what level shatter?
Just second. I don't have that many spell slots left here.
Okay. Let's look for something. All right. All right, roll your damage.
How many screams of anguish am I going to hear?
We will find out.
Hopefully all the screams of anguish. I have to move this stuff out of the way. That's okay damage. 18.
18 points of damage.
Yes. How many cries of pain am I hearing?
As you cast, the area above you cracks and as you hear like basically 2 outcries of pain as you hear
Can I tell who they were?
seem to be Brolin and K-Tao.
Dang it.
Bromith and K-Tao. As this happens, you can hear feet running throughout the room, and then a voice in your head. How dare you?
Nope. Ring of mind shielding.
Does that stop a certain spell?
No unwanted telepathy. I have to give consent.
With Ring of Mind Shielding. Sending is not telepathic.
It's in my head, though. When wearing this ring, you are immune to magic that allows other creatures to read your thoughts, determine whether you're lying, know your alignment, creature type. It's not telepathic?
It is not. To be fun.
It is. It allows the caster to instantly send a telepathic message.
Ooh.
I believe. I can double check.
I'll double check.
I'm looking at Roll20 right now. The exact wording is, you sent a short message of 25 words or less to a creature with which you are familiar. The creature hears the message in its mind, recognizes you as the sender if it knows you, and can answer in a like manner immediately.
It is not
This spell
telepathic,
enables
technically.
creatures with intelligence scores of at least 1
It's
to
in my
understand
mind,
the meaning
though.
of your message.
If it's in my mind, that implies telepathy, doesn't it?
I will look at the actual wording of Ring of Mind Shielding.
James just read it out. The actual
I did.
wording. The consensus is I choose, and I'll say you heard those first couple words, and
Okay.
make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. And I don't mean to argue with you on
No,
this
you're
point.
fine.
It's just I
You're
bought this
fine.
ring
This
for
is
this
it's
purpose.
fun. It's a valid question. It's fun, and you're not being
Oh, man.
disrespectful.
11.
11. The rest of it comes through.
Dang it.
Dare you? We've been letting you catch your breath, and you go and do something sinister.
They're right though. They're right. That was you're a piece of shit. They're right.
Fine. The game is on. And
Wait
that's
a
what
minute.
you hear.
I can respond,
You
right?
can respond.
Letting us catch our breath. So I know it was Brolin because Rem told me, or he told everyone else, but I was listening in.
So,
You call setting Brolin up to, not allow us to catch our breath, letting us catch our breath? That's within 25 probably.
as you comes back this, as you say this, that's what you hear.
That's what I hear. No one's responding.
No one's responding.
Who sent it? What?
It was the ambassador's voice in my head, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
They're right though. You kind of. That was.
Look,
They're
it
kind of
was
right.
a reasonable thing to do.
It was a reasonable thing to do at the time, but they're also kind of right.
Also, how would I know they're letting me catch my breath? Maybe they don't know I'm underneath them, right?
They know we're down there. We got into a bunch of bullshit.
Well,
All right.
in other words, Zex is just fucked.
You still want to stay in here?
Yeah, but I want to be in the room underneath. And I'm immediately gonna ritual cast Tiny Hut.
Okay, that takes...
Can I make a stealth to do the verbal component quietly?
Sure.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. Okay. So.
Laughter?
So. What are the rest of you doing?
Once everyone funnels past, I'm setting what's left of Tulum's body on fire.
All right.
Zek's got me worried now. We burning bodies now.
Radiant flame consumes Tulum's body slowly.
Did I do it as a radiant flame?
Oh, shit.
Technically, yeah. Just as flavor. I don't know what spell you were casting, but...
I was gonna use my tinderbox.
Oh, yeah. Just
But like
light
if
that
Sacred
bitch up.
Flame will allow me to do that.
Yeah,
I'll do
I'll
that.
allow you
It's
to do it
fancier.
with Radiant Flame. It's fancier. It's fun. Not hurting anyone.
Keep this in mind. I might use it later.
Oh no. Can I say into my ring quickly the ambassador is alive and that she's pissed off at me now?
Sure. Make a stealth check.
24.
24. Okay.
I also
Still
want to
think you
pick
should stay
another.
here?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll be fine. Can I also make a perception check real quick? Since sound can technically go through.
Sure.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You're listening? You hear nothing.
Man, these guys got just as good stealth as I do, and that's a problem.
The things that stalk through the night have high stealth?
I don't stalk. My stealth is pretty
about the
high.
other guys stalking
Yeah, I
through the night.
know. I'm the
Uh,
exception, not the rule.
I mean, you also stalk through the night occasionally. As a hobby, as a treat.
I
So,
need to look at the wording on Tiny Hut real quick.
where are you guys heading? Those of you that are not ritually casting Tiny Hut.
I have a quick question for you.
Of course.
Okay, this is only in theory, right? So, if Zex dies and their soul was in the ring, but something happened to where their body was no longer viable, could I use Raise Dead with the ring and put them in a different body, Revenant style?
Let me check what Raised Dead can do.
It says you return a dead creature to life. You touch to life, provided that it has been dead no longer than 10 days. If the creature's soul is both willing and at liberty to rejoin the body, the creature returns to life with 1 hit point.
Nope. The spell automatically fails if it's missing vital body parts.
What
So
about?
I'm saying, what if I was using another body? Like, his entire body is gone. Could I force him into someone else's?
That,
Like another fresh corpse?
I do not believe so. I believe that is putting it into something else.
Would reincarnate work? I
Reincarnate
don't
would
think you
work.
can cast that yet.
Reincarnate, resurrection, I believe works as well. Raised Dead, that's a little bit past what Raised Dead can do.
Okay, so if you die and your body's no longer viable, you're fucked, my guy.
Well, I'm fucked either way because you think Tiber's gonna just hand over my ring.
I mean,
You're
we're
the
gonna
only
kill
one
him,
who knows
so we're gonna
about
get
that.
back.
In addition to that, I haven't told anyone else. You're the only one who knows about it.
Yeah, so I'm going to know that if you're dead, I'm not gonna put the ring on because I don't want to hear your voice, but
Wow, you're an asshole.
it's the truth. Look, you would do the same to me.
No.
Don't
I think
lie.
I made that clear when you died and could not speak.
You would take the ring off too.
Maybe
So-
occasionally, but I would put it on when I found it.
I'd put it on when I find it just to like, hey, how's it going? You know, shit's fucked, and then like, there would be times where I like slide it off, like, okay, I don't want this anymore.
Could give it
Would
to
I have
someone
to
else.
tune to it to hear his voice?
Yes, attunement is required.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not
Uh,
using its effects.
So
are.
Still have to attune
It
to hear
says-
it.
yeah, if you
Is sex worth an attunement slot? It's a hard question. These gloves are pretty nice. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna escort these people out. And once we get to the outside, I'm just gonna cut their hands and say, "All right, what's everyone's plan?"
I also want to double
So
check and
you
make
make
sure
it
my ring
outside.
is still invisible.
You make it outside, the people still bound with the hands. As you say this, they look at each other, and then Pato stands forward and holds out his hands.
Yeah, I'll cut them loose.
Cuts. He looks, wraps, like holds his wrists, looks around. Thank you, and darts, runs out of the gate.
Everyone else?
They keep looking. He's just like, Joel steps forward. Guess we'll be hiding then. I don't want to be recaptured.
Certainly not. I'll cut them loose. I'll cut them all loose and tell them, you know,
Joel waits for Pete, and they both head off.
as they're walking away, we'll let everyone know if you decide to leave town, there's a dragon in between here and the nearest major city. So you want to go like 10 miles off the path, going towards from here to the nearest city with the path, it would be like 10 miles off the path to the right through the woods. If you decide to leave town.
Kind of look at each other.
Isn't there a closer city than Grey Wall?
Not a major one. There's Foremount, but that's not really a city. Well, pull up the map. Let's see what else. I'm just telling them like what's between us and the nearest major city.
Pull up the map.
I thought I had heard of something to the east, but maybe not.
I mean, there's Dartmouth and Lockton. Lockton doesn't exist anymore, but you know,
Dental.
they can go there too. There's Dentor way to the west,
Oh,
but I don't know what the path there is like.
look, and he's just like, one of the girls says, traveling west is a bad luck. But thank you for the warnings.
I know the blacksmith house near the entrance of town is empty. You could hide there, but like I said, I don't guarantee any safety.
Thank you.
All right.
They all head away.
One day I will meet these people again, and I'm going to require a favor. And if they tell me no, I'm gonna say I could have left you there and bully them into helping me. Life debt, life debt, life debt.
Life dead indeed.
These corpses up here, are they still up there?
They are.
I'm gonna cut them down.
Or no, I believe you guys cut them down. Zex cut them down.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we cut them down a while ago.
Zex cut them down, and they were basically laid by the door side by side.
That's the best that I can do for now. Say a quick prayer, and we're gonna fuck off, or I'm fucking off.
All right. After a while, Gilgamesh's boots have obviously quieted down. You don't have any spells up. I believe Holy Weapon lasts for an hour.
Yes.
So Gil is still glowing as a beacon. He is a beacon of light.
I think I'm still fast too.
If it lasts for an hour, then yes.
Long stride lasts for an hour. I'm still fast.
Does it last for an hour?
It does.
Damn. I'm slow as fuck.
Comparatively?
The disrespect.
And Gil takes a point of exhaustion from haste too, doesn't he?
No, he's just stunned for a round.
Oh.
We're just walking, and then suddenly, oh! It's just like regular alpha.
You just gonna take that alpha?
I don't even think homie's here.
Alpha had to step away for a second. So,
Yeah.
Suna, Rem, where are you guys going?
Where are we going?
I guess I'll go back to the hideout.
I will follow Ram.
Okay. So, you guys make your way back to the hideout. As you do. As you've make your way, the soft, slightly muddy ground under your feet, you guys head back towards the broken structure that hides the trapdoor that leads to the basic area, the Resistance safe house. As you guys head down the ladder, Mordak is there to greet you. Welcome back. You've been busy today.
Yeah, but there's a complication.
Complication.
The ambassador's still alive somehow. Zek says he killed her, but when he went back afterward, they had drug her body off. Apparently she's alive and well. Angry, but alive.
Unfortunate.
I wasn't aware they had forms of resurrection magic, or, if you could even call what they did resurrection magic, but... the case. Come closer.
Difficult, but I appreciate. So, let's go through the laundry list then. What have you taken care of then? Because I was there when you took care of the general, and you said the bird keeper.
Everyone but the ambassador.
Of Tulum's assistants.
Of his assistants, I believe the sand golem is still wandering around. But I haven't seen it lately, so I don't know. I don't know if his assistants still exist.
Isn't it actually? I think it's clay, or more like similar to clay than sand.
The clay golem. Yeah. The clay golem is still wandering around.
Yeah, I think it's more similar to clay than sand.
It's in the castle. I think that's where I saw it go last. But
That's where
as
I
far as
saw
I
it
know,
last.
So one left.
one left.
And
Wow.
then big
And then
guy.
timer. And then we're
Timer.
done.
I hope we have enough time to be done.
What do you mean?
I am worried. I've already cut off, as you know, running between resistant safe houses to see how people are doing, but the bodies make me worry that we are losing them night by night.
I suppose this is the time for me to tell you who those bodies were.
Yes.
Gil recognized one of the fellows as the man that you took the girls to.
I see.
And then there were two other people. Can I describe their features and see if he?
Mm-hmm.
Can I recreate their features with minor illusion and see if he?
Minor. It's like making basically a wanted poster, like a mugshot.
Yeah, I'm not making anything specific, but
No.
I can get a better image than I can describing them.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I'll use minor illusion to conjure up an image of these people's faces.
Okay. Let's see, he just kind of looks over, nods. They were all part of the same safe house. This is, a silver lining in a very shitty cloud. One safe house for sure is not there. And I shudder to think of what happened of the girls.
No clue.
The problem is we need to end this. Soon there will not be anyone left in Foremount to protect. No one that knows. And I do not know what will happen to those who are under the direct influence of Tiber. I do not know what will happen.
We're doing our best, but we
I-
are just
You are
four people.
doing amazing, and I wish you did not have to do it, but it is dire. Thank you.
This makes twice we've stormed his castle.
Twice it is.
3 tomorrow.
3 tomorrow.
All right, Gil. Let me check you out. Let's do some medicine checks because I know when things bite us. I've seen it.
You've
When something
seen
bites us.
when Rachel and Brolin have bit Gilgamesh, and when the bird keepers bit Gilgamesh. He did not recover the last time you guys, when you guys tried to heal.
So, by this metric of what I've seen them do, I'm gonna assume that this thing bit him for a similar reason.
Possibly.
It's within the realm.
Oh yeah, easy.
So let's do a medicine check to see what I can find out. And I'll give myself guidance while I do that if that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Medicine. That's gonna be a 21.
21. You look across Gil's body, and although he has several usual wounds, there are numerous bite marks on his neck and shoulder that you guys have seen, and prodding them, they have the veins from the bite marks are blackened around them. There is something more than usual wrong with Gil.
I have it queued up for the day. Let's let's hit him with a remove curse.
Okay. For some of them, can I have you roll a d20 and add your wisdom to it?
24.
24. As you press your hands, you're casting remove curse at just basic?
Third level.
Third level.
Basic.
Okay. You press your hand and yep. Takes away that. As you watch the black veins retract, you see the bite puncture wounds close. He's still hurt, but you watch as those holes close.
Things
Kind
seem
of
normal.
looking and brushing his shoulders, and no more blood's coming out of there.
I hate this place. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's not a great place.
I'm gonna look towards Rachel and say, I met a girl named Selena while I was in there. She said she was punished for attempting to become friendly with you. Don't know where she's gone. I told them I couldn't help them, but
Really?
there's that.
Well. Huh. I always wondered where she
told-
went.
Told them if they want a place to hide, they could hide in the blacksmith's house because, I doubt they're still poking around there. Not anymore.
Not anymore. How much longer are you planning on staying here, Rem?
Until the issue's resolved.
Then the issue
You
will
ordered.
get resolved, huh?
That's the goal.
All right.
Is there something you want to say?
Just curious. I've been
Insight.
thinking. Insight check.
I know her name. 12.
You look over her and you believe what she's saying. She's been thinking.
Okay.
What specifics elude you? Just kind of leans back on the cot. Darren kind of stands up and is pacing around.
So what have you been thinking about?
Oh, wondering how long you believed would take, and how much farther you're willing to go.
Till the job's done, or until I can no longer provide any assistance.
Till the job's done. Admirable.
You think I'm taking too long? Is my progress too slow for you?
No, I was just curious to see if you'd break.
What do you mean by break?
You were so sure of yourself about this place. But I feel like it's taking longer than you wish.
Of course it's taking longer than I wish. If it was up to me, I would have resolved this in one day and left.
Mm-hmm. And yet, here you are, down here, sleeping close to something you despise. I am not dumb. I can see it. Abhor the thought of sleeping next to something like me.
I don't like it. You're right. I think that death is natural in the world, and to reject it is something like it's something unseemly. It's a disrespect of the highest order. Two things in life are certain: life and death, and to take one of them away is just, in my eyes, it's a sin no matter what god you believe in. I want people to find peace in all shapes and forms.
You misunderstand me. I did not cheat death. Death was cheated from me. I am stuck here, same as you believe you are. Just I will be here for longer. She kind of rests back onto the cot.
That's mostly why I'm able to put aside my initial distaste for your condition, because I'm not seeing you as your condition. I'm seeing you as someone afflicted by something. It's a thing of faith. It's a strange situation. And I'll be truthful with you, we only accidentally, kept you alive. We didn't expect you to be the person we were looking for. It was just a happy accident.
Happy.
I will tell you that in the event that Darren wasn't here, negotiating with you and speaking with you, unless you initiated it, would not have been my initial reaction. And truthfully, I don't think speaking with me would be your initial reaction either.
It wouldn't.
It wasn't.
Looking past you at Suna, I tore at her throat. I am not absolved of what I've done, but I will not judge you the same way you judge me. We are simply on two different sides.
Not you.
Regardless, condition or not, we're not on the same side.
No, we're not. I'm insight checking because she's having some feelings.
Yeah.
Like she's having some feelings.
Mm-hmm.
She's like either really mad at me or like really disgusted about some shit. 25.
25. As you look, as she's shifting, still bound with, I believe, Zex's dimensional shackles on her.
That is correct.
Yeah. Hell yeah. She is in this very state of, it looks first as extreme disgust and hatred towards you. And then you read a bit further past the mask of her face and recognize it might be self-loathing instead.
From what I'm seeing, you seem to have a great distaste for me as well. Have I done something to upset you outside of all the things that I've done to upset you?
Nothing past the obvious.
At the end of the day, I am here to help. Granted, you might not have been initially included in that helping nature, but I am here to help.
If you say so. And she lies down, her head swinging over the side of the cot.
Darren, how do you feel?
We've been talking, she and I. We're gonna find a way. We have to. She's not dead for a reason. That's what I know.
regarding my attention back to her, if you're having some issues with your condition, we can attempt to remove it again. But last time we did that, it was very unpleasant.
It was painful.
Would you like to try again?
Pain's better than boredom, I suppose. Leans up.
Ooh.
Give me one moment.
Okay. Just to know, because I know you're back, Alpha. Obviously, the boots have worn off, and by this time, also the holy weapon and the long strider has worn off. Just to let both of you know.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
damn, I'm slow again.
If
Me too. Don't worry.
it's been that long,
Sure. You have identified both, I believe, the... Which ones are left?
the red and black liquids.
Red and black. The red is a greater healing potion. And the black is a potion of... Potion... I assume you know what a greater healing potion does.
Yeah.
A potion of necrotic resistance. So it's a potion of resistance made specifically to resist necrotic damage. You gain resistance to it for an hour after drinking. And the greater healing is 4d4 plus 4, just to let you know.
Great. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question.
Of course.
Does the necrotic resistance potion taste like black licorice?
They'll find out.
That's a really good question.
It is simply like a black kind of, not viscous, but have you seen like videos of like thick water?
Thick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen it in real life. That was not a fun.
It has
It
the same
looks-
viscosity as thick water.
Gross.
So it is a
Damn,
mixture
bro.
of black water and thick water.
Almost syrup-like.
Yeah.
Dark and
Dark
thick.
and thick. So yeah.
So,
But you
I
do
guess I
know
am
it is a
gonna-
potion of resistance and a potion of greater healing. All right.
Right. Last thing. I still have this arcane stone dust from Lichton. Can I identify that too, please?
Arcane stone dust.
The stuff that was in the same room as the gunpowder.
Right. How much of that do you have, by the way?
I don't know. It's in my bag of holding as just arcane stone
I
dust.
think you grabbed like a pound or two of it.
I think that's what I have. Well, I don't think it was a pound or two. I think it was like maybe a pound.
Okay. So, I would like you just to decide. We'll see how much you just grabbed and threw in there, okay?
Okay.
I would like you to grab, let's say, 3d6 and roll those. Let me know what you roll.
A 2, a 3, and a 5.
Okay.
So 9, 10 total.
Okay. You can identify it if you want to.
I would love to.
Okay, you spend the time identifying it. This is powdered residuum. This is a magic powder derived from arcane inscribed stones. It holds no purpose but the most important. Any magical cost component you can use it as a replacement.
So I can use this to cast my
And
teleportation circle.
you have 1,000 of it.
1,000.
1,000 gold piece worth of residuum. Anything from Revivify to Teleportation Circle to Glyph of Warning, anything that consumes magic.
This is really good. What was it called? Residuum?
Residuum. And you have 1,000 gold pieces worth of it.
We should have took more of it.
I think you did. I think someone other than me took some.
April
This
did.
was before we had the... April is gone!
Oh,
What did I
hurt.
take?
A residuum.
God.
What did I take?
I think April and Zex, when they looked through a thing, there was like a magical, like, kind of how it looks kind of like how cornstarch is before you wet it. And both Zex and April took a couple handfuls of it, and it is basically
What is it called?
residuum.
Residuum.
And
Is it the same spelling as that chemical residue thing?
I think so, residuum.
Damn.
But yeah, you have 1,000 gold pieces of residuum dust.
So good. We
Question.
should have taken more of it.
What's up?
If he uses it for a spell where the components are not consumed, would it work?
Something like identify or something of that
Something like-
nature. Like
Something like scrying.
like
or
scrying.
other forms of divination that require certain things.
I do not believe so, but people are very, very happy to trade things for residuum.
Oh my gosh, this is so good.
You have such a great treat on you.
I did not. This is really freaking good, and I'm mad that we didn't check it out earlier.
We thought it was chalk.
We did.
You did. You
thought it
took
was
it as a
magic.
joke because you
I'm
were
so
joking about it
happy.
being cocaine.
I'm
That was the
so
only
happy.
reason you took handfuls of it. You're like, oh, mine. And
If
it
he
is.
snorted it, would
man.
he have died?
If he had snorted it, he would have gained
would have
art.
become
He
more
would have gained
magical.
potency if he did not pass out from the rush.
What is potency?
For
You don't know.
the
So you're
record,
telling me
Maybe
I
you should
could...
snort it.
I was
Oh, it's
gonna
a
say I
powder.
could
You can
s-
snort it. You
for the
don't
record,
want to.
you guys can't be mad at
don't?
me for taking residuum because I never had any. April never had residuum.
Oh, April never had it? Someone took it then.
No.
someone else.
I
who
don't
done
have
You
it.
it.
guys,
might
maybe
have been Ren.
one of you threw it out and deleted it from your inventory.
Could have been Tara.
Could have been Tara.
Tara wasn't with us.
She was.
At some
Not
point.
not in our first encounter into Lichton.
So,
We didn't check until I don't remember. That was a long time
it's a
ago.
long
I
time
remember doing
ago.
other shit.
This is a payoff from a long time ago.
I'm
think you
so
should snort
happy
it,
that
though.
I checked.
Sure.
You know
like
what?
one gold just straight up
That's what I was
nose. See what
thinking.
happens.
One gold.
1 gold worth of residuum.
Yeah, I'm gonna snort that.
Okay.
Oh god, he's doing it. Oh fuck.
Make a constitution saving throw.
Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Maybe dead. We'll see. 14
14.
Might be dead.
might be dead.
You feel a rush go through your head. You blink. You're
It's 10
okay.
minutes later.
You're okay.
Okay.
You're okay. You feel a slight tingle in your nose, and you feel you might have to take more than 1 gold piece worth of residuum for it to do anything.
Can I estimate?
I'll give you, since you identified it, it would take about 5
Hold on,
gold
are-
pieces worth to do anything.
Okay. Done.
Are we,
taking
like,
5 more? Doing it.
Cannonly snorting residuum
Yes.
right now. Like that's happening.
Absolutely.
Okay. No, I just wanted to make sure I was here
Absolutely.
for. Okay.
Okay, so
I wanna
you'll
be clear,
snort
I'm not telling anyone.
Oh no, he pulled up
this.
the map. You're fucked.
4 more gold pieces of residuum. Make me another Constitution
well.
saving throw.
You know, Zex, it's been a good run.
No, this is good.
Not really.
This is good.
If this is how you go. This is how you go.
Oh no. 3.
3.
Oh!
You breathe back. You feel this rush happen over your head as your spine starts to tingle. Black.
Black.
Fades
Do
to
I get
black.
my long rest?
You don't know. As Zex passes out.
How long?
You don't know.
Maybe long enough to die. He's tiny hutted. Is it
I
gonna
am
work?
tiny headed.
You are tiny hutted.
Oh, this was good. This was a good
This-
pickup. We need to go back
Mistake.
to
So you have 995 gold
95.
pieces.
Worth of
Residual
residuum.
dust.
The rest of it is currently making rounds around my system, doing something.
Doing something.
The ominous thing about this is that there was an entire barrel over this shit.
Yeah.
What the
Yeah.
fuck did they need this much of it for?
Oh yeah.
We should have definitely grabbed like way more than we did.
None of you
I
knew
think
identify.
Summon God.
None
we
of
might
you.
need to go look at Lichton. I think there's more plot line there.
Lichton sus.
Sus, the sussiest of Bakas.
It's been a
All
while.
right, well,
since we-
I'm knocked
since you
out,
guys
so
have
Yeah,
done
you're
you
that.
knocked
guys
out.
do your thing now.
So, as it is, Zex, you're knocked out. There's black shapes kind of rushing over your eyelids, closed, almost like there's a constellation rushing past your face. And you hear muffled voices in the distance.
No!
Far and muffled and laced with venom, as you hear an incantation, as you're a spell known, and then you hear footsteps.
So I knew Dispel Magic before. Can I recognize this as Dispel Magic?
Make an insight check with disadvantage as you are
Because I'm
tripping
high?
balls.
Oh, we still rode pretty good. 15.
15. This is the spell magic.
Dang it, no, I'm
He's going
fucked.
to the shadow realm.
So they don't know it's in my bag of holding, so they can't take it.
Nope.
So we're fine. I want to make it clear. I put the rest of the 2 vials of purple liquid, so that's poison. That's outside. My water elemental gem is. I'll just DM you a photo of what's in my
Inside
bag
and
of holding.
outside.
Yeah. Oh, dang it.
Sorry, you tripped balls, man.
I mean, I'm tripping balls though. This is a time of my life, right?
I mean, it's a weird experience, and you're not even sure if what's happening on the outside's happening, but you're just,
So
whoa, that's wild. And a part of you is like, oh god, I need to get up, I need to move. But no, you can feel every single point of your body. You can feel when hands grab you under your armpits and hoist you up and drag you. You feel your heels grinding against the stone, then dirt.
as an example, so when I dislocated my knee last summer, right?
Yeah.
They put me on something that was very close to, what did they say? I don't know. It made me hallucinate though, but I could still feel everything. I couldn't really move though.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird. I would assume it's similar to this. Maybe.
Mm-hmm. It might be, but you are
Who knows?
having a hell of a time. As
When you describe
yeah.
the voices he's having, it reminded me of the cat in the
Yeah,
Hat mover. It's
can I make an
"This is a
insight
bad
check to
idea.
see?
Let the 12-year-old try.
Can I insight check to see if I recognize the voices?
with that, sure, make
With
another
disadvantage?
disadvantage insight check.
Well, I rolled much better this time. Well, not much better. I got 16 this time.
16. The one that's closest
Is it Tiber?
is Tiber.
No! I'm done for now. And he's going to take my Hydra's eye ring, and I'm not going to be able to tell anyone I'm done for.
So. So I need to know what you have on your person.
Okay, I'll send you
And I
stuff.
need to know. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So
Wow.
let's be clear here. My ring of mind shielding is invisible completely.
Yeah.
So just so you know, just so you're aware, I'm sending you screenshots now.
I would love to know. So, the rest of you, as
The
you
rest of us.
are beginning to settle down a couple of hours later.
I was doing the remove curse thing again.
The remove curse on Gil, yes. Or no, Rachel.
No.
Rachel.
Her.
Rachel. Yes.
I want to. As I'm going over to do it, as she's like slumped over, I'm like, "Are you sure this is what you want to do?"
To tell you the truth, no. And I'm afraid it'll hurt so much that I'll lash out. You've been warned. I want to and I don't want to. Sucks. But I'm
It's your
here.
choice.
I'm tied or chained. Rattles the dimensional shackles. You're welcome to try. And I'll do my
here's what
best
we're gonna
not to try and rip your throat out.
Here, first, I have a little bit of water left, right?
Mm-hmm. A small little
Drink
bit.
some of this. Drink this.
She kind of looks and... Okay. She drinks and kind of trickles slightly. Okay.
I'm gonna have Darren get off the bed, and I'm gonna have her lay down normally.
All right. As Darren moves off, just kind of watches, and she lies down.
Do you want something to bite down on?
What do you have? It's a little insulting.
What did she say to me?
She says it's a little insulting, but all right.
I'm just asking because I don't like. You said it was painful. I don't know how painful it is. I've been stabbed.
It
so
feels like you're burning alive. And trust me, I know what it feels like. It's a very good comparison.
why? Why do you know what burning alive feels like to make an accurate comparison between the two? You know what? Don't even answer it.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Fine. I
Was it the
appreciate.
sunlight?
No, fire. Fire, actual fire.
Sick.
Look, if we were closer, I'd like pat you on the back and tell you I'm sorry about your experiences. But I know you hate my fucking guts.
Look,
Let's
even though you don't like me and I'm not the biggest fan of you, I still will be sorry if I accidentally rip into your throat. That's
Here,
all.
do you want to bite my whip?
Hearing this threat of sorts, I'm gonna just like slowly shuffle my way over next to Rem.
Okay. Gilgamesh, by the way, Rem cast cure, or not cure wounds, remove curse on you. Your hit point max is back at its maximum.
It's full maximum.
It is back to its maximum. You are not healed, but your hit point maximum is restored.
Nice.
But you are still at the health that you are at.
Right. Yeah.
And you feel in the back of your mind this small fading thanks as it fades and drifts.
What the fuck?
Hmm.
Who?
That's all.
Is Lightsbane? Is it make it 2.0?
No, it did not. It reminds you of the voice of the figure that you had all fought and destroyed up in the lab.
Wha
He could have been the goodest of boys, but violence is the answer.
I'm just gonna not say anything about that
Okay.
and just stay here. Because last time I didn't say anything about spooky voices in my head, a guild got destroyed, so now I'm really just trying to see what's gonna happen this time. I'm just curious.
Glad to see we've learned our lesson.
We have. Because now I can destroy all these orphan children.
Yeah,
orphan
children.
Yeah.
Finish what I started. Finish what I started.
Nobody can remain.
All of them. All of them. Clear
In
them
front
out.
of them. Get rid of them. I don't want them.
You don't know the joy of
Oh,
wiping out an
God.
entire bloodline. They're gone. It's gone.
None. No more.
Family name lost to history. Gone.
It's all gone so soon.
Okay, so it's time for remove curse again. And since it like didn't work in 5th level, I'm just gonna cast it in 3rd level again because it's gonna make me run the check no matter what, since it doesn't immediately do it.
Okay.
Right? so there's no point upcasting it.
It's your choice.
Do we want to have her bite on something?
She says she doesn't want to bite down on it because it feels degrading. I respect her decisions. And once again, I'm
Alright,
going to
that's
look
fair.
at her as I'm going to give treatment. I want you to know, like, I don't have anything personally against you, okay? Like, I don't hate you.
I can say the same. It's just I'm not always in control of my movements, is all.
Do you maybe want to stand at her back?
I don't know. Look, okay, so here's the thing. I don't know what's going to happen if she does bite me. My blood might be poison for her. I don't know.
Your blood would be poisoned for me.
I am touched by the divine, my dear. It might not be pleasant.
We'll see. Hopefully, we don't have the answer to that question.
If you bite down, be
Yeah,
gentle.
that'd be kind of sick.
You know, don't even be gentle. Harder.
Whoa, whoa.
Let's get to work.
I'm just gonna stand at the ready, shield and flail in hand, just ready for.
Can
No,
I?
no, 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 no. I'll
Can-
get her off me.
So after Rem's remark of the whole harder deal, I just want to look at Darren and see his reaction.
Make an insight check.
Oh fuck! I'll run back inside.
You know, keep that thing on me, pulls out D20 and Armament starts rolling.
Oh, I mean,
Aggressively rolls.
yeah, I was outside.
Keep that thing on me.
18.
18. You look, and his face is just pale. He is
Okay.
both terrified of what might happen to his sister, and just he's not sure if he should trust Rem with this, but he's staying quiet because Rem seems to be the only one that has a plan. His want of keeping his sister is overshadowing his terrified nature right now.
That's fair.
So, Rem, you cast Remove Curse at 3rd level. Roll me a d20, add your wisdom modifier.
Let me mark that I casted this spell.
Okay.
This could go great. This could go south. Let's see. It's not gonna go well. 12.
12. As this happens, you cast pressing your hands up, and she begins convulsing immediately as you kind of
I'm gonna pull away the moment I know it's not working.
stand and you're like, I might be able to try, and you push in harder, and her body kind of arches as a scream is drawn from her, and for a second there's a blur as she did not save from trying not to bite you. Does a 20 hit?
Yeah, barely.
Wait.
You take
and-
4
wha-
points of piercing damage?
Whoa.
What's up?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Is there no way that I can
What do you-
intervene on this a little bit?
What are you gonna try to intervene with? As you watch, she blurs for a second, and then her mouth is around around Rem. Like she reaches over, and the hands that have been pressed onto her, she lunges forward.
Oh.
I don't think you can do anything, my guy.
I thought she was like more lunging at him instead of
Nope.
grabbing his
She
arm.
she is a blur of speed, unless if you have something.
Okay, yeah. No, there's no way I can stop this. No.
You got the piercing damage?
4?
4.
Okay.
And 9
Wait.
points of necrotic.
Oh no.
Do it.
What?
What if
You're saying no?
What if Rem didn't take necrotic damage?
You can't do that. You're not raging.
Fuck, damn it.
Your hit
Yeah,
point
okay.
maximum is reduced by 9.
Okay.
And as she sinks her teeth, and you watch as she bites through a small padding section of your armor, she pulls back immediately, another scream being drawn from her, still convulsing, shackled to the cot, writhing around. your blood trailing from her mouth, and as you see black, the blood, like, you've seen Gil's blood, you've seen your own blood before, and this pulses through the arteries, slightly blackish, running down your right hand.
How does it feel?
It hurts.
Okay.
You kind of shake your hand off. Eventually, 10 more seconds go by as she's convulsing, rocking side to side on the cot, and then she stops. Breathing heavily, you see sweat has already gathered on her forehead.
I'm gonna ask Gil to give me his water skin.
I'll reach behind me and like give him my half full water skin.
Okay.
I'm gonna attempt to give her some water.
All right.
Wait, I'm also
Work?
gonna reach into my pouch and pull out the holy water that I still have,
Put that away.
and just kind of like make eyes at Rem, just like you want this, like you.
No. We're good. Just water, regular water.
I'll just slowly put it back into my bag.
She's just still breathing heavily, her chest rising and falling.
Come on, have some water.
You're not gonna believe me, I didn't mean to do that.
It is what it is. We knew the risk when we did it.
For what it's worth, you taste awful.
Oh, I know I taste awful. What would you compare it to?
Biting into a rotten tree. I don't know that from experience, it's just a guess, though.
I taste old and gross. Got it. Drink the water.
She accepts the water mixing with blood as she spits out a section of your blood and then drinks the water.
So, we won't be doing that again until Tiber's dead, okay?
Fair enough.
How do I have her tied? I have her shackled and like her legs are like...
She is
tied up
shackled.
everywhere.
Her hands are shackled with the dimensional shackles, which
Yeah.
Zex has told you if she has any sort of teleporting magic will make it not work. And her legs are bound with rope and tied to that cot.
So I'm gonna have Gil get like be ready, right? So I'm gonna like tell him to prepare just in case. And I'm gonna untie her legs so she can get up and move around a bit.
Why?
Stretch your legs. Come on.
She moves and stands. Raising her hand, she wipes a section of blood that is still on her chin off her mouth. I don't get it.
What's not to get?
What you're doing.
I'm letting you stretch your legs after you went through a painful experience.
She nods slowly and just walks slowly, step by step, a little shakily at first, and then walks around the cot.
I'm somewhat slightly disappointed I taste like an old tree, but I also expected I wasn't going to taste good.
Ooh, that is fair. I just got that message from James. I don't think she can, but we'll find out. You don't have to worry about
It's
it.
a DC 30.
DC 30.
I swear to God, if my Jacob. 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 Jacob.
As she stands up, the chain in between the shackles, you watch as one of the links cracked. And she watches the one golden link on the ground. Holy shit.
Damn it.
I completely forgot about that.
Those were my only good shackles.
My initiative score is 12.
Okay.
Where are we going from here?
She just kind of looks between both of you.
I'm standing like
I'm
incredibly
looking now.
prepared to fight her right now.
Yeah, I can tell. As...
So mad.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Could I fix these with mending?
No.
They're
Breaks free, destroys the shackles.
magic. Yeah, the
They're
shackles.
completely destroyed.
The chain in between them have destroyed. The two cuffs for cool and for cool factor are still around her wrists.
But if I reconnected the chains, like, is the chain the magic or the cuffs? Or is it just like one whole...
It is one whole thing, and the cuffs are no longer magical.
David, you're paying for those. David, you're paying for those.
It's hilarious.
It's not hilarious. I've had these since like this. When
Why
did
did
we
you
get
bring
these?
it up?
Because it's so Jacob knows I bring all this crap up all the time, even if
What
it's
did she
detrimental.
She had to roll. Let me warn you. She had a +10 athletics.
She had to roll
She
a
had to
natural
roll
20?
a natural 20. And she did.
Jesus.
Look, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut from now on. Okay. Probably not, because I want to be fair about it, but like
I appreciate it. I do. I promise I appreciate this. But, interestingly enough, all she's doing as she walks and the chain fell off is she looks and her arms just kind of go around and she looks at her wrists. And she looks back and sees you ready, Gil ready, probably Suna ready, Mordek
Probably.
prepped, and Dayron just this look of horror on his face. As she's kind of lost focus on you guys, looking at her wrists, she stops and meets eyes with you, Rem, standing about right here when it happened. Are you going to kill me?
That's up to you
I'm
and the
thinking
decisions you
about it.
make.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm thinking about it, but you know, we can work around this.
Or we can work through it.
Let's start with the round, and then we'll look. We're gonna keep through as an option, but for now, let's go with a round.
So,
Well, we might as well take the rest of them off. Come over here.
kind of still just massaging her wrist, she walks step by step over to you, Rem.
I'll take the rest of them off.
Okay. As you pull, they just come off. Like you grab her wrist to get the key to unlock, and then they just...
it's a command word.
Oh, you grab
Not a
onto
key.
it to utter the command word that Zex told you, and they just pull off. Like a cheap carnival bracelet. She looks, her left
Those
hand...
carnival bracelets be kind of sturdy, though. What do you mean?
I've
the
never...
ones they give you to go in and out.
I've never had
or-
a sturdy carnival bracelet.
You mean like
Nor
like,
have I.
I'm able to break a carnival bracelet by flexing my wrist. It's
when's
not.
the last time I went to a carnival?
And then she just grabs on the other and just with 2 fingers, just in a pinching motion, just pulls it off. Oh. Drops.
Well, this is a good time to establish mutual trust.
For what it's worth, I didn't mean to try and break them.
You also didn't mean to bite me. You know, I'm assuming that being on fire kind of changes you as a person.
Yes, it does.
I'll let it slide this time. We'll just buy more.
Glances over at Darren. I'm sorry
It's
to
good
scare
time
you.
for a hug. Grab your arms. Hug him.
Kind of looks back, looks at you.
Oh no, I'm nervous now.
I'll hug my brother when I'm not scared of what I'll do. I wish
I'm
they
gonna
had
look
stayed
towards
on almost.
Mordak. Is this gonna be an issue?
Mordak, you've seen his hands kind of at his leg, and you look, and there's a holster for a knife there. His eyes haven't left Rachel. I do not know. She could easily get away and say where we are. This complicates everything.
She didn't see how we got here.
If she leaves, she will know where this is.
Unless we put a hood on her, blindfold her, and then we go to the cart, and then she won't know where this is.
And you're just going to let her go.
Well, no, I'm gonna stay at the cart with her.
This is trouble. I do not
If
like
it
this.
helps, a blindfold may not be necessary. Give me one swing and she'll be cold.
Did
With respect, I don't think that will work.
she doesn't even sleep. You'd have to actually knock her unconscious in the form of murder. And then I would have to do a medicine check because spare the dying doesn't work on the undead. So I would have to medicine check her. And look. Okay. We're going with the blindfold idea.
Suit yourself.
Executive decision. We're going with the blindfold thing. Look. Who's coming with me to the cart? Darren, I know you're coming with me to the
I'm
cart.
coming with you.
I know that immediately. Are you two coming with me?
Yeah,
I would
I'll
prefer
come
if
with
at least one of us stays here to protect the place.
Honestly,
I
you are
can
going
stay.
to be in a lot more trouble than us. You three, Gilgamesh, Rem, Suna, and I guess for Darren, make sure she does not see the way back here. We'll keep in touch. I feel better
Alright.
with the 3 of you guarding her than with 2 of you and her brother. Looks over at Darren. At this point, I'm honestly not sure whether you'd even attack her to defend yourself. I'll get you a cloth. And just kind of moves off to another side and begins shuffling through some stuff.
What time of day is it? Can she go out without, burning to death?
If I remember correctly, it's actually getting closer to nighttime right now.
So yeah, she can go outside without burning to death. That sunlight issue that you have. Why didn't the other ones have that issue?
I am, what's the word? Imperfect? I wasn't refined. I've had the rest of them. Tiber calls them train, Tools calls it refinement. They say it just doesn't work if they're can't be out and about in the sun.
Can Tiber go out into the sun?
I wouldn't put it past him. I've never seen him out in the sun.
All right. Well, it's getting dark out, so it's you're kicking us out.
I wish it was not so, I am sorry. And he comes over with a small, like, grain sack. I did not wish for this.
It's an unnecessary complication, but you know, it's the price of business.
Of course. Slips the bag over Rachel. Now you should leave before she changes her mind.
We gotta ensure that she can't see.
Do what you need to do.
I'm gonna kind of like wave my hand in front of her face with the bag. I don't know. Is there a middle finger in this universe? If it is, I'm using it.
Gnomes have middle fingers.
But does it mean the same thing?
Yes, it does.
Oh, then yeah, we're gonna go for that. See if she responds.
You're waving it in front of her face. She doesn't seem to do anything.
All right, let's go.
All right. One by one, Rachel, under guard by Rem, Gilgamesh, Suna, and Daeron, exit and head towards the cart. The sun going down, darkness beginning to encompass the town, and everything still being eerily quiet. Eventually, you guys get to the cart. Tuom's broken, partially shattered cart still there. Or not Tuom's, the foreman's. As you guys are there.
Intermittently, as we're moving around, because I want to wind through the streets, can we have Gil like pick her up and then move a few blocks so that she can't orient herself?
If you want to.
That's what I want to do.
Gil, it's easy enough to pick her up.
I'd hope so.
She's not heavy.
She's actually incredibly dense.
She's
2,000
incredibly
pounds.
Yeah.
heavy.
You have to get at least a 40 DC on your strength check.
So, you guys make your way out there. Your cart seemingly untouched.
I gotta use the command word, the password, so it doesn't fucking explode.
Yep. As you say this, you're on your cart. Anyone else walk to the cart?
Yeah, I'll go to the cart.
Okay. Suna goes to the cart. Gil?
Okay. Once we get in the cart, I'm gonna unbag her head and say, "Welcome to home, away from home."
Quick note. As you guys get to the cart, I do not believe Zex set the glyph to not blow up on Rachel.
The password.
That's why I'm
To, like,
checking.
Momentarily disarm it. I know it's there, so
So-
I'm not gonna just have her get near it.
That is true. Anyone who doesn't know the command word. So, you can tell her to speak it, and it's fine. I was looking for the exact wording he gave me on the glyph. So, Suna, Rem, Gilgamesh, Rachel, Darren, all technically fine as you say the word.
Could just break it.
You could. I believe there are 2 glyphs on the card.
Well, the one on the other side I'm not worried about. We can keep that one. It's the one that's on the inside that's the issue.
Are you able to break it?
I have Dispel Magic queued up today, yeah.
So you can if you want to.
But I have to... I have to fix my hand.
It's your choice.
I'll give her the command words so she can say it, not die.
Okay. So, as the command words, and she spoke it, and as long as she doesn't leave the area of the cart, she will not have to speak it again. As you guys move there and settle down, still with the bag on her head. You pull it off.
The other issue is we're eventually going to have to break these because for the cart to move.
Mm-hmm.
Not really.
Yeah,
Glyph of Wardings can move with it.
Uh,
Oh no,
it
but
can't.
if they
it's
move
within
10
a
feet.
specific... Yeah, you're right.
But the spell just ends when you move it. It does not trigger.
No, it triggers.
No, it specifically says if you're moved more than 10 feet from where you cast a spell, the glyph is broken and the spell ends without being triggered. So you're fine. If you move.
Then we'll deal with it later.
Alright. So, as you all settle down, what are you guys doing?
So there's a complication here. For me to do Guardian of Faith, it would it's the thing of it's based upon hostility. How hostile is she? And is it gonna lash out at her?
You're not sure. She's attacked you once.
That was under duress.
I know. And we'll see if the, we'll see. You're welcome to try.
I'm just gonna run it by her. Like, okay, so here's the thing. The thing that I use to protect us while we're asleep, it's based upon hostility. So the moment you become hostile towards me, it's going to hit you and it's going to hurt. Is that an issue?
I understand. I do.
All right then. Then we can sleep tonight.
Okay. Anything else you guys are doing besides getting ready to rest?
No,
No.
sleepy time sounds good.
I like that idea.
Okay. As you all bed down for rest, casting the Guardian. Nothing else you guys would want to do?
6th level slot, by the way. It doesn't do anything, but it's the only one I have.
Okay. Any last things before you guys go down for a rest?
I gotta remove curse my hand.
Okay.
3rd level was enough for the bite marks, right?
3rd level was enough for just the normal bite marks. You had to roll specifically for Gil because he had something else on him, too.
Yes, you had that shit. Yeah, then my hand's all good
He shit on my chest
to heal my wounds.
to heal my wounds.
You had...
We can do that. That can be arranged.
it would have been great
Okay.
if you guys hadn't removed curse on Gil. I'll tell you later.
Well, I don't
You
like
mean,
that.
like the move curse hasn't been put on Zex? Zex had the same shit from the Undead.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Oh my, one more. Shinderu.
So, as you guys settle down and rest. Some time goes by. What's your guys' passive perception?
15.
I don't know, like 35.
Um,
12.
12.
Also 15.
Mine's also 15.
So I don't think it matters, but mine is 20.
Rachel doesn't sleep.
Rachel does not sleep.
Whatever.
As this happens, you watch. You are all woken up, actually, to another convulsing sound. She's jittering, her chest shaking, her face twitching, and you see her eyes are just locked on the sky, and you follow her gaze over, and it's locked on the castle. And you see sweat dripping down from her brow as she's moving back and forth, and just seemingly trying to fight something before ripping her head away as she sinks her hand into the cart. You see the wood bend. And she's just, her entire body is tensed into
Cart's
one
reinforced
thing.
with metal, by the way.
I know. It's this long just sound along it. And she's tense and shaking and sweating. And she's trying to be quiet about it, but she woke all of you up. And it's just and just shallow breathing. And then all of you with a ring. Here. Hello there. I suppose you might be able to hear me. This is infuriating. I had such high hopes that we would be able to get along, know each other, but touched or not, I do believe our time together is over. I will give you all one chance. As you had the grace to leave my castle, I will be watching. I will be listening. I would love for all of you to take your cart and leave Foremount and never come back. I will forgive your sins of butchering my barons, destroying my tools, and harassing my kingdom. I will simply take the one I already have. The rest of you are free to go. You will leave. If not, I will replace my parents, one way or another. Good night. The silence is only broken by Rachel's shallow breathing.
Can I say back into the ring, have a night?
Sure.
So, have a night.
So all of you are awake, except for Zex. And all of you
I
hear
have something
that.
I'm gonna say as well. I have something I'm gonna say as well.
Yeah? You hold the ring up to your face.
I'm going to sit in the ring. Tiber, if anything happens to my companion in an unseemly fashion, I've never done it once in my life, but I will defile your corpse. I want you to know that. I want you to know that I would do such unseemly things that my goddess might abandon me. I will see you tomorrow. Be ready. Be scared.
So, if he's undead, isn't he already a corpse?
I wanted look, I'm gonna tell you what I actually wanted to say, but I will tell you after the session. We need to keep this portion of the stream monetized.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay. Are you guys doing anything else?
We have to rest, and then tomorrow we're gonna storm the castle again.
Okay.
Sleepy. I like the sleepy time. It sounds cool.
Okay. So, you all uncomfortable with a shiver down your spine, try to find rest. Those of you with more clear conscience are able to sleep. The pull and sound of Rachel's rasping breath keeping others up longer. And you all find rest in one way or another. As sleep slowly takes each of you. That's where we're going to end the session.
Do we get the effects of a long rest, or is that the next thing?
That is the next thing.
Okay.
As you all sleep. All of you. Hopefully. Ready for the next day. Hey guys. What a session.
Is that the end?
That's
Are we
the end
not
of the
live
session.
Anymore?
That's-
So look,
She had
I've
so little chance.
I'm high. I've been kidnapped. My cuffs are broken. I'm only a little pissed.
Okay, so the issue is that we told you not to stay in there. So in my mind, you fucked around and now you're mad because you found out. I told you this was not going to end well. We established that Lehman's tiny hut would not save you. The doing the cocaine was unnecessary, but it was pretty funny.
It was
Like-
great.
This truly is just.
This is what happens when Zex does.
Like, you found out.
You may have
fucked
been
around
caught
and you
with your
found
hand in the pie. The proverbial
Wait,
pie.
the
which happened to
hand
be
in the
residual.
pie?
It's a saying. You did not get out while the getting was good.
I thought it was like a hand in the cookie jar.
Hand in the cookie jar is another thing, but
Yeah.
thumb in the proverbial pie is another.
I prefer to
Shit, what
say
about a thumb in my
you're
ass?
We're
Well-
trying to stay. Are we still streaming?
We're still streaming.
We're trying to stay monetized here, okay?
Oh, it's too late now.
It's a great.
No.
It's,
Back on what
hey,
I wanted to say.
it's great to hear. It's great to hear you guys de-stress. I'm sure that they're fine with it.
Do you want me to tell you what I was gonna say to Tiber on stream?
Go for
Yes.
it.
I was gonna tell him, all right, Tiber, tomorrow I'm skull fucking your corpse. I'm going
Damn,
to
bro.
hop your
Oh. Wild.
I respect corpses. I bury them for a living, and I hope my threat, like, I like, it sounded kind of cringe, but I hope it held some weight.
Hey, it's honestly, I feel like saying it without the swear words made it more impressive and more convincing.
I'm going to violate your body.
Yeah.
I really wanted you to wait until we woke up to end it.
Are you scared?
I mean, you got a lot of
just
shit that
wanna
needs to be
know
dealt
where
with when
I
you
am.
wake up.
Well, you feel like you know where you are?
I do. I'm also worried because that card was not in my bag.
No, it was not.
Okay,
And
so
if Tiber recognizes what it might be or determines what it is and locks it in a
Your
place that I can't
question-
get it,
Your
I'm going
question,
to be pissed.
the question is that you have to go off of is, 1, does Tiber, Ketal, or Brolin, do any of them have... They've all been established as spellcasters. Do any of them have Identify?
Yes. The answer is yes.
That is the question that you'll be sweating for a
The
week.
other ones?
To identify or not to identify?
To identify or not to identify?
fuck.
One way or
Nah, it'll be
another.
fine.
One.
My other question is that powder going to have any residual effects?
You don't know.
Let's find out.
You got fucked on it. That is the thing. You rolled a what? Like 3 on it?
I got a 3 total. What was the DC?
I'm not telling you because you might take more.
Look, after tripping balls and then proceeding to get kidnapped, it's probably not going to happen.
Well, like, as you take more, you gain, like, a resistance to it. So then it takes more to get high.
It's possible. Whew.
Well,
I
you
have a
know, that's
question
how
as well.
life
Sure.
works.
I'll ask it on stream just so the people at home.
It's
can think
it's
about
great
this
to
as well.
see you guys depress over all of this, like just distress it, and they get to see what's going on. So, what's your
So-
question?
Failing the remove curse kind of incapacitated Rachel for a bit, right?
It has incapacitated her and possibly made her susceptible to something that she is struggling with. She is rolling something.
Like,
Theoretically,
maybe-
what would happen if I attempted to use remove curse on Tiber himself?
it'd be funny.
Would it incapacitate him with the unending burning pain
You don't
for
know.
a moment?
You have no idea.
I'm asking this in theoreticals because if it does, that's gonna be funny.
In
as fuck when that
theoretical,
happens.
it might, but you do not know.
What if I like nat 20'd my roll on the remove curse for Tiber and it was like a 25 and
Explodes.
the whole plot line just it just explodes and goop like oh.
All right.
I'm gonna try it. So
What
You
a
might as well, I guess.
what a thing. All right.
here.
So, thank you everybody so much for watching. My name is JC, and I've been joined here by these wonderful people, James, Helminia, Alpha, Suzanne, all playing these wonderful characters that are trying to make their way and make their mark in my world. I have a wonderful time every week, and we'll see if we're back next week. I know that at least 2 of us are taking exams, but if we're able to, because it is near the end of the week, luckily, because it's Thursday, we might be able to play and see what happens. This might be the last time they try to store Tiber's Castle for multiple reasons. Thank you everybody so much for watching. My name is Jacob. Make sure to follow if you're not followed. Make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed. And I will see you all in the next video or stream. Take care, guys, and have a wonderful night.